Really good job by Folk because the pitch was behind him, and he was able to spin and corral it at the same time. The problem was it upset the timing of the play, and he loses yardage back to the 37-yard line. So loss there of 3.
Yeah, great job there by Brett Rowland, number 16 for Hickory. Saw that pitch and was able to get up there and make a great tackle, which is not easy to do.
Well, Rowland was probably more concerned about making an interception. He currently has 10 for Hickory this year. Wingit goes through the left side. Good blocking job. Wingit stays on his feet across the 30, gets to about the 28-yard line, so good job there. It looked like he was hit just 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, but he gets all the way to the 28, so he gets 9 yards back, and it's going to be a manageable 3rd and 4 for North Lincoln.
9-yard run by Wingit.
So again, 2 wide receivers. Ball is on the left hash. AG fakes in motion, goes back to his wing position as Sipe looks over to the sideline. Again, 3rd and 4. Wingit, nope. Sipe keeps it, pitches, and a good job there. AG took the pitch, got to the 29, but that's going to be about a yard short, so it's going to be 4th and... Oh, he did lose 1 on that.
Yeah, it was like 4th and 5. Yeah, fantastic job there by Quinn Abernathy coming up to make the tackle. Yeah, we thought maybe they'd give that to Wingit, another quick pitch. And a great job there in making that tackle. Because, like I said, Folk and AG are tough to bring down. Hickory up to the challenge so far.
So 4th down and 5. And, boy, it's the first quarter, and you're thinking, wow, this is an important play already, because you just do not want to get behind. And they give it to Wingit. He's going to be well short of the first down. So they will turn it over on downs. They get 2. They're marking it at the 31-yard line. So Hickory will take over there. He came up about 2 yards short of that. So he gained 3, but they needed 5, and that gives Hickory the ball. 3:52 to go in the quarter, and North Lincoln gets shut out on their first possession. Stober back to pass, looks, quick hitter over the middle. His catch is made. It's Jamian Little, number 2. And it's just more of what Hickory does.
Yeah, one thing also maybe to keep an eye on with this quick pace of their offense, those guys that go both ways for North Lincoln should be interesting.
Gain of 18 on that play. First down. They give it to Ellis Chappell as he comes around on the wide receiver reverse. There's a flag down at the 44-yard line. I'm still trying to catch up on the previous play. This is insane. Try and call a game and do stats. I'm just trying to do offense. And it's
I would think that's in the area of the holding. Came around that end.
Yeah.
See what they call. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I was trying to squeeze in there as fast as I could. Whether or not some of these guys, AG, Folk, again, play both ways. It'd be interesting to see if they can keep up that pace as fast as Hickory goes on offense.
So the balls move back to their 44-yard line. Lackey goes in motion. And doing a little North Lincoln fake there as he went in motion. Now he's back standing beside Stober. 1st and 13. Stober back to pass, quick, and the catch is made. Nice catch. Fingertip catch by Little, and he's just waltzing around in the secondary. Finally gets tackled from behind. Houston Summey came running from the defensive line all the way down the field and made the reception. That gets him to the 33-yard line. That'll be first down. So gain of 23 on that one. And that one's going to be stopped. There was some motion there. That one didn't work too well. So Little has got... No, Chappell made one of the receptions. Trying to catch up here.
I may have to assist here if I can.
I don't know. Good luck with that.
Either that or we need some film. We can go back and look at it during whatever intermission.
We can't even do a replay. There's no time.
We'll just split the screen.
So 1st and 15 after the procedure penalty. Stober, quick hitter. He's got his tight end coming off the line. Goes to 13.
Yeah, Demarion Lee at the tight end position.
Oh, my God. And they're down to the 28. I can't write stuff down fast enough. So they gained 5 on that completion to Lee, and then Lackey with a carry.
About 3-yard gain on that one. I'll try to chime in when I can. Got 4 eyes on this.
Oh, my God. I got 4 of my own, and it's still not enough. Good Lord.
3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2. Lackey. Now Stober keeps it. He's being chased by Bassani and Ayers, but it's not enough. He gets to the corner. Gets flipped up by number 10, Aaron Doden. But it's a Turner Hauser Insurance first down as they get to the 19-yard line. So a gain of 9 there for Stober. Again, he does a good job when he gets out of the pocket. You think you've got all the receivers covered, and he gets out and breaks coverage, gets a 9-yard run for a first down.
Light's getting my way.
So I'm telling you right now, my stats are unofficial because I may miss a few things. Wide receiver screen out to number 8, Luke. Is that Luke Holtzman? Is that 8 or 3? I can't tell. No, that's number 2, Jamian Little. And they've got another first Turner Hauser Insurance first down as they get down to the 7-yard line. Will be 1st and goal. Hickory looking to go up 2 scores here as the jumbo package comes off the sideline.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned earlier 30 touchdowns for Lackey. This is probably where they get it all, right in this area.
Hand off to Lackey, breaks 1 tackle. The whole pile's moving forward. He's close to the goal line. He's going to be about a yard short. So he gets 6 when they needed 7, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And I'm almost to the point when Hickory has the ball. I'm not even going to try and do stats. It's going too quickly. I'll admit that. Hand off to Lackey in the Wildcat, and he runs it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hickory. Another Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram touchdown for Hickory, and it's Lackey again. And it's now 13-0 here late in the first quarter.
Yeah, there's just no answer. Like I said, North Lincoln cannot keep up. It's just moving that fast.
Well, I'm not going to give him any grief. I can't keep up either.
I've had that time myself.
So the James River Equipment PAT, Brendan McCord on again. Snap, hold. Kick is up, and it squeaks through. Not the prettiest thing, but it got in just to the side of the right upright and is good. So with 2:01 to go in the first quarter, it's Hickory 14, North Lincoln 0. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting.
Good evening, folks. Kevin Hastings here on the Red Zone Radio channel. Let's see. The folks, we do have some early scores. Some of these games with the long travel day times, they do have. I'll make sure I pause that. Yeah, they do have 7 o'clock start. So real quick, some early scores. Corvion up 7-0 on Mount Airy. Hickory 14-0 quick on our North Lincoln game that you're listening to right now. Shelby starts at 5 minutes, so we'll switch back and forth between that game and North Lincoln in just a few moments, folks. Give us about 5 minutes of rest time on that. Jacksonville up on Havelock. Cardinal Gibbons, Weddington up, Whiteville up, Northeastern up, and those are the updated scores right now. So just hang in there. We're going to go right back to the action. North Lincoln at Hickory with David Potter and Scott Tudor on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.9 FM, and YouTube, KTCBroadcasting.com.
Yeah, it's just, that's impressive is what it is, but North Lincoln's got their hands full.
Catch on the kickoff is made at the 10-yard line. Looks like Agee, and he gets out to the 30. So it'll be 1st and 10 for North Lincoln at their own 30-yard line, now already down 2 scores.
Yeah, like I say, and I saw the defensive coordinator. I think you know who that is for North Lincoln.
Paul Reagan.
Yeah,
we talked to him in the preseason.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, he's quite animated with the defense. I mean, I don't know what they can do, but the kids were coming to the side. Some of them, looked a little bit winded, especially those guys that go both ways. But it's just tough to stop that offense.
It is. I mean, just ask Crest. And Crest has a lot of team speed. Wingit has the ball, breaks through the lines, across the 40, 45, 50, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 43-yard line for the Knights. So a good run by Shannon Wingit. They need some offense. They need a score. I mean, here we are, late first quarter, and we're talking about somebody needing a score already.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned that Hickory, as far as their size on the front, they're a little bit down. So I think, it's going to be a Wingit sort of Sipe kind of movement on the offense. Like I say, I don't know if they can get any of that speed, AG and Folk, to the outside. It'll be interesting to see how that develops.
With all the speed they have on offense, they're going to have some fast guys out there defensively on the perimeter as well. Sipe, back to pass. He's got a man open. Catch is made.
That Folk,
and it's Tim Folk on the slant over the middle, and that's what you see when you get with North Lincoln is they will pass now and then when they think the situation's right, and it was there. Catch was made by Folk. He's got a first down all the way down to the 25-yard line, so a gain of 20 on that play. Gee, that's going to hurt their average. But that will be the last play of the first quarter. And on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Hickory 14, North Lincoln 0. You're listening to high school football on LincolnCounty.com.
Call Bean Brothers Landscaping in Lincoln and ask about their lawn care agreements for both residential and commercial, starting at $199 per month, including mowing, edging, string trimming, and blowing. Silver, gold, and platinum packages are available on a 12-month agreement, including 41 yearly visits, 30 weekly March through September, 11 off-season visits during October through February. And they'll even clean out your flower beds. Call Bean Brothers Landscaping at 7.
And are waiting to drive? Safe Lane can help with that, too. Safe Lane Driving School, 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-7808. Online at safelanedrivingschool.com. Stay safe and start driving today.
All right, the teams have taken the field. Shelby's done their pile up. The Red Hawks are out there to kick off. And, Jeff, it's time for our Parker Farm Service player to watch.
Well, I'll start with the quarterback, and so I'm going to go with Land Farmer. Junior quarterback, 6'3", 215 pounds. He's had a great year thus far, and we need another great game for him tonight. He's going to have tremendous poise, make good decisions, and so Land Farmer, our player to watch, and that's sponsored by the Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain.
So it looks like Nahara to kick off for the Red Hawks. Again, right to left, back deep for the Golden Lions. Majay Thompson and Man Collins. And we're ready to go. Actually kicking off, it looks like Kevin Lopez, the sophomore, number 40. So Nahara is doing the extra points, but Lopez is the kickoffs, and he's going to kick it deep. It's going to be taken at the 15 by J.J. Williams. He's to the 25, 30, hits the sidelines, 35, thrown out of bounds at the 37. Shelby will have pretty good field position to start this one.
Yep, and you talk about showing speed, because it looked like maybe he was going to get something really big, but that shut down pretty quickly, Brent.
Yeah, it did. He when he got to the sideline, instead of turning it up, he met a defender who slung him out of bounds. But good field position, and Jalen Tate's got to come out of the game early with an equipment issue, so Nick Norris in at running back on the first play. Shelby's got a tight bunch, and they're going to run it with Calvin Ramseur on kind of the pitch around the corner, and he's got a first down. He's hit the sideline. He's out of bounds with a first down. Golden Lions across midfield.
That was a big hit he took, but he took it all the way into Monroe territory. They're going to have the ball at the Monroe 47. Nice opening play, Brent.
Yeah, out of nowhere, Calvin Hastings, who's normally the starting corner, he was in there at receiver, and he went in motion, and he took is a pass.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't Calvin Hastings. It was Calvin Ramseur.
Calvin Ramseur. But Calvin Hastings is writing my paycheck. So, and there on first down is Jalen Tate. He's got a first down carry for 12.
12 yards, so two plays, 2 first downs.
So 16-yard pass to Calvin Ramseur, and then a 12-yard run by Jalen Tate and the Golden Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36 of Monroe, and on first down, Tate's got a couple, and that's it. Let's see where they mark it.
They're going to mark it at the 34, so that is a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 for the Golden Lions. We just started. We're 11 minutes and 13 seconds left in this open quarter. Shelby, 2 first downs, have the ball in Monroe Red Hawk territory, 2nd and 8.
4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 left, and they're going to throw it, and they're going to throw it out in the flat.
Plus, it's not their second one, so you know.
Well, that's true. The second one's the one they always seem to go for 2.
Although they're not 100% yet.
And now they finally shift into the formation. Play clock's down to 8. You can get a penalty on an extra point. Down to 3, 2, snap, hold, kick is up. And I think the rush caused an issue, but he got it through, but it was maybe about a foot above the crossbar.
I was going to say, I was looking up, and then there it was down, just going for the crossbar.
So the James River Equipment PAT is good. And on the scoreboard, it's Hickory 14, North Lincoln 7. We'll be back with a kickoff after this timeout.
For your pest control
for the Golden Lions.
And on first down, it's Tate again. This time, nowhere to go.
Yep, they got in. They got some penetration that time, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. So 2nd down and 12 for the Golden Lions. Again, we're just now getting under 10 minutes left in this opening quarter. And Tate's coming out, and replacing him is number 4, Nick Norris. 2nd and 12.
Ball at the 20, let's call it the 26. And in motion goes Majay Thompson. Now Farmer's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw it on the run. He's got it. Thompson's got it, and he's down inside the 15. This is going to be a first down at the 12 of Monroe.
Perfect pass, and Majay kind of tripped. He might have been able to get inside the 10, but it's 1st and 10 on the 12. 4th Cornerstone Dental first down for the Golden Lions.
14-yard pickup to Thompson, who was in motion and then hit in perfect stride. And on first down, Norris gets the carry. He's inside the 10 to about the 8.
Yep.
Pickup of about 4.
2nd down and 6. Golden Lions can get a first down. Got to get down to the 2. Tate back in.
So far, great looking opening drive for the Golden Lions. And now Farmer's going to call his own number on the right side, and he's going to barrel down to the 5-yard line. So that's a gain of 3 and bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Ball is on the 5-yard line. 8 minutes and 36 seconds left in this first quarter. Shelby's gone with the heavy package again. Tajay and Calais in the block.
Yep, on the right side. And behind Farmer is Tate, and he's going to go left side, and he's going to barrel down close to the goal line. Is he in?
Nope, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So he gets
5th Cornerstone Dental first down for the Golden Lions.
4-yard pickup for Jalen Tate, and he's carried it now 5 times.
And he's in for the touchdown.
And Jalen Tate in for the touchdown from 1 yard out. And the Golden Lions on top with 8:05 to go. First quarter, 6-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
What an excellent drive. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, 5 first downs for the Golden Lions.
Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. Jose Lopez is in. Brett Morgan to snap. Man Collins to hold. Good snap, good hold, kicks. Got plenty of distance. It's good. Shelby 7, Monroe nothing. 8:05 to go first quarter. We'll be right back.
Sizzle & Son Paint and Body Shop wishes all Cleveland County High School football teams a successful
line. Now, is this the punt team coming on, or is this the jumbo package? Because, well, no, they've gone. It's 4th and 3.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
This is going to be a punt formation. So good job by the Knights defense. So number 14, Maddox McCree on to punt. Back deep is normally Tim Folk for the Knights. High snap, kick, and it's a good one. Fielded by Folk. Fair catch at the 46-yard line. So, again, good field position for North Lincoln. And they'll get it 1st and 10 at their 46-yard line. Again, a shorter field for them. Hickory finally stopped. They would have had to go 85 yards to get a score. And North Lincoln has had the ball at the 35, the 30, and now the 46. So they've definitely had the better of the field position, but they're trailing by a score here, looking to tie it up on this possession. Handoff to Wingit. He just goes straight up the middle. Gets out, and they mark it at the 47, so he's only going to gain 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, that was just more of a typical veer right up the gut. Was that one to get 1? So we'll see again what Hickory's trying to do defensively.
2nd and 9. Doden to the far side. Jake DeSantos, the receiver, to the near side. Sipe keeps it. Goes around the corners. Got an opening. Now he's across the 40, the 30. Breaks towards the sideline and tries to make a move, and he actually got tripped up by his own player. But a good run by Sipe, just weaving through traffic. He gets all the way down to the 28-yard line. Gain of 25 yards on the play.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Sipe as far as gaining yards or doing anything the last week or two, but it looks like tonight he's ready to go. And I think if the 30-yard line wasn't there, he probably would have scored a little. Got pretty darn close.
Well, he
tried cutback.
He tried to dance inside of the wide receiver there and just got tripped up. But he's down to the 28-yard line. Yeah, if they're trying to take away Folk and Agee on the outside, it's going to open it up. And now they go Wingit straight up the gut. Good gain on first down there. He gets all the way to the 20. Gain of 8 yards on that play. So you just don't know. Yes, there's a lot of weapons on Hickory, but there's a lot of deception and weapons on North Lincoln as well. And they've really started to show it the last couple drives.
Yeah, again, a lot, just very good mix. Sometimes attack in the middle of that defense, sometimes going a little wider off tackle. But Sipe, again, doing a fantastic job running the offense and keeping it when he needs to and getting big chunk yards, holding on to the ball.
Wingit again, runs into the line, squirts to the side a bit, but gets far enough down the field. He gets to the 17-yard line, gain of 3, and that'll be enough for a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Knights, as they're now down to the 17-yard line. About halfway through the second quarter, 14-7. If they do score, will they go for 2?
That's their MO. I don't think they did it. Did they do it last week?
Yeah, they've done it every playoff game so far.
One of their adjustments is being a little bit tighter formation on one side, a little more of like a tight end.
Sipe keeps it. Pitch is made. It's behind. and Falk, no, it's Agee. Agee's able to squirm forward. He had to crawl on all fours to get to it, but he did get to the football. And that'll be a fumble, but they do recover it. The problem is now they're back at the 20-yard line, so they lost 3, and that puts them behind the sticks, and that's the thing they needed to really look out for tonight. So 2 times they've tried to get the ball to Agee on pitches, and it's lost yardage both times.
Yeah, those crab walks that you do sometimes in preseason and maybe for punishment panned out for AJ on that one.
2nd and 13. Sipe throws, and it's well over his intended receiver, Falk. He looks like I think he just threw that one away. He really didn't have an angle to get it to Falk anyway.
Yeah, it looks like number 15, Carter Tony, came in on a blitz, and he just had to get rid of it. Actually, it might have been number 12, Abernathy for Hickory. Looked like he was trying to lob it, maybe try to drop it in out to the flat, but it's a good thing to be long rather than short. Make sure nobody picks it off and goes the distance. So smart play by Sipe, but brings up a 3rd and 13.
Three wide receivers for the Knights. Sipe pitches, and the pitch goes to Falk. He's dragged down from behind. Nice tackle there by Quenisha Abernathy. He came in and stopped it, so we don't have to worry about them going for 2. They're going to go for 3. Jake Dillingham's on to kick. T's being put down at the 28-yard line, so this would be a 38-yard kick. We know this is well within his range.
Yeah, like I said, that fumble on first down, that really kind of set him behind the chains, and then an incomplete pass. But
they can still get 3 here. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. He pounds that one through. The ball boy behind there caught that probably about 12 to 14 yards behind the goalpost at least. So kick is good. And on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Hickory 14, North Lincoln 10. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting.
Check out the CF Moto all-cylinder sales event.
But Simpkins ran right up to him and then kind of sealed him off, turned around, and where it was going to be interference on Key. And what happened is it looked like he had the catch, Jeff, but then Key just ripped it out of his hands at the end.
The penalty was illegal shift or something, and so Shelby has declined that penalty. So 4th down and 15. Monroe should be punting. And I was telling Brent, I don't know who their punter is because they hadn't punted very much this year.
4th and 15.
It's like number 7.
Jamari Clark, who we've seen him at receiver and DB and at kick returner. And Shelby's not buying it, Jeff. They've got a real defense in there. It's not a very good snap, and he's going to get off
away from
an average kick. It's going to take a Monroe bounce and now check up at the 33 of Shelby. So goal lines are going to take over with 6:47 to go in the first quarter with a 7-0 lead on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. That touchdown was a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping 1-yard run by Jalen Tate on that opening drive, an 11-play 3-minute and 55-second drive, Jeff.
I don't know what.
Officials are talking again about something. There's a flag down back at the 40-yard line on that punt. So at least that looks like a flag down on the 40-yard line, but there's been no signal as to what the penalty is.
It may just be a rag of some sort. I don't think it's a flag.
A white hat's got the football in his hands, and there's 2 footballs on the field. There's a football at the 33-yard line, and they picked that football up.
So I guess there was a penalty.
And it's on Shelby. So they're going to mark off a penalty of some sort against the goal lines, a hold. I don't understand this. A hold on a punt.
So that's going to make it 4th and 5 now.
But wouldn't typically be on the return and they would just back the return up 10 yards? I've never seen
the high school rules for punts are somewhat curious, is all I can tell you for sure.
So they call a hold on the return, but instead they mark the penalty off and let them re-kick it versus just backing Shelby up 10 yards from the spot. So now it's 4th and 5. They are in punt formation, but the ball's on the Shelby 49, and Coach Wilbanks is not happy about something. Timeout.
Timeout.
Golden Lions, 6:47 to go. We'll be right back. Golden Lions lead 7-0.
Don't get hosed on your hydraulic hose connections. See the hose man, Charles Cabinets at Shelby Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts store. They do all types of hydraulic hose connections, including hoses for heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses available in metric or standard fittings. And pick up your interstate batteries for your lawnmower, tractor, and heavy equipment. Plus filters, too. And they carry air gas. See Shelby Auto Parts, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. Open 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-2468 for Shelby Auto Parts.
All right. Golden Lions call timeout. And I don't know if, I think they didn't have the right personnel on the field. Coach Wilbanks had to call a timeout. Monroe comes back out in punt formation, but the ball is at the Shelby 49. So you got to be a little curious here. They've got 3 upbacks, and they're all athletes. Every one of them that can run the ball. So Shelby's got a very safe defense. In fact, Jeff, they don't even have somebody back to return this punt. That's how much they don't trust they're going to punt it away. But Clark is going to punt it. This time he gets a lot better punt off. It's going to bounce at the Shelby 24, but takes a Shelby bounce backwards and will be down at about the 27-yard line of Shelby. So after all that, about a 6-yard difference in field position. Instead of getting the ball at their own 33, Shelby will start at their own 27-yard line.
That was a 22-yard punt. Went in to talk to my friend Dusty Haynes, and he was talking to one of the officials, and not sure exactly what was going on with that penalty call.
Shelby starts this drive with a handoff, and in the backfield, Jalen Tate gets met rudely for a couple yard loss.
Yeah.
And that looked like number 20, Yoel De Leon, who got in there really quickly. And actually a good job to only lose 1 yard by Jalen Tate.
Yeah, that was one of those that ball could have gotten loose and could have been a turnover.
So 2nd and 11, and Farmer to throw, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run with it, and he didn't get much. He gets
back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe that and maybe another half yard, and that's it. And he took a big hit from 52, Jarkeen.
Almost looked like they had a guy spying Farmer.
Yeah, usually when he starts that, he's going to get 5 or 6 yards. And that time, just out of nowhere, he got hit by a guy from kind of the side and then a guy from the other side. And we got ourselves a 3rd down and 10, just like that, as he gets 1 yard back on that carry. And they're going to throw it, and Farmer's going to have to get rid of it. And he does, and it's caught, but tackled immediately by Braden Smith. Is man Collins, and he's going to be 2 yards shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, actually, in the spot, he's going to be 3 yards shy. But nice play. They took what they gave them, but not enough for the 1st down. So that's going to be a 3 and out for the Golden Lions. So the punt will be from the 34, and I will be the most shocked person in the stadium if Jose Lopez doesn't try to punt this out of bounds.
4th down and 3. And I don't think Man but got a good spot there. He caught it at the 35, and he got pulverized backwards, and they spotted it where he ended up. But maybe that's a high school thing. Lopez gets the kickoff. It's a very good kick that's going to bounce at the 42 of Monroe and down right there immediately by Justin Ross.
Yeah, not one of his better kicks, actually. He usually gets one to turn over, but that only went 24 yards. But most importantly, there was no return, and he got it off.
And I think that's where I was going to hit it so high that there was no chance for a return there. Shelby got down there to cover it. So 42-yard line, Monroe takes over. They trail 7-0 at 4:42 left. First quarter, Golden Lions on top. Chambers in the shotgun. 2 running back set this time. He's going to hand it to the second back, and that's Kendall, right side, and he loses a shoe, and he's going to get, wow, look at that spot, Jeff.
My goodness. And now they throw a flag down late.
He got to the line of scrimmage, and they gave him 2 yards. somehow. He never got even close. Now they're going to back it up and say he got 1 yard, but still.
Dead ball, personal foul, so that's a big one.
Yep, so Kendall gets 2, but that's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
After the play. So he signaled dead ball, so it should be second down and a long way.
Yeah, it should be second and 23, I believe, because that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And Monroe has kind of been their own worst enemy so far. With the penalties, Jeff, that's at least 3 accepted penalties, and there was a 4th one that was declined. So second down 23 is the play. Ball back way up inside the 30 of Monroe, and Chambers is going to throw. He's got a man on the outside. It's dropped. That was right in the basket of Clark, and he tried to make the move on Ramseur before he had it, and it just popped out. Now it's third down and 23.
If you just joined us, Shelby took the opening kickoff, a nice 11-play drive, went down and scored, kicked the point after, and then both Monroe and Shelby punted after that, and so now it's third down and 23 for Monroe on their own 29-yard line.
Shelby's got a dime package in there, Jeff. They've got 6 DBs, and only down linemen are going to be Gartner, Allison, and Adrian Wood. 2 linebackers.
Johnson has walked up into a defensive end spot.
They're going to throw it, and even with 3, they get pressure, and this ball's going to be tossed out, tipped, nearly picked off by Calvin Ramseur, who's had a great first quarter.
Absolutely. So no first downs for the Monroe Redhawks thus far in the first quarter.
And Ramseur just came out of nowhere, jumped that route, tipped it. If it was about 3 inches lower, that's a pick 6, Jeff. But instead he knocks it out of bounds. And now it's 4th down and 23. And the Redhawks should be forced to punt again. Now the officials are talking again. I didn't see a flag down, but I could be wrong.
This officiating crew is way out in Wilson, North Carolina.
And now looks like they're marking off some kind of penalty yardage. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Shelby. Wow. So instead of 4th and 23, if it's during the play, it's third down and 8. So you go from a 4th and 23 to a 3rd and 8. Wow.
I hadn't seen that one before, Brent.
Well, they're saying it's 4th down and 8. So it's after the play. Maybe a little talking after the play, after the good defensive play.
Well, again, these officials come from Wilson, North Carolina. That's out in the middle. The tobacco fields, I believe, is way in the Central Plains. And when I heard they were from the Central Plains, I was thinking, I hope that they've seen passing, because a lot of the teams in the East, they just don't run the ball. They run the ball all the time. So a little bit curious, but 4th down and 8 now. Shelby, again, nobody back. They're very concerned about a possible fake.
Jamari Clark in the punt. They're going to toss it back. He is going to punt it. And this goes straight up in the air.
Get away from
it. Bounces at the Shelby 39, takes a Monroe bounce towards the 30, and will be down right at the 30-yard line. So it's curious. When Shelby's punted, Jeff, they don't want any part of a return. And then when Monroe's punting, Shelby doesn't want any part of a fake. So they're being pretty conservative both ways. So far, it's worked pretty well. Golden Lions take over at their own 30. They lead 7-0. 3:51 still to go in the first quarter of this one. And Shelby has Nick Norris in at running back, 4 receivers. Farmer to throw. Has to get flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right. They're going to throw a flag. He's going to throw it out of bounds. I think we're going to get a holding penalty.
Yeah, where they threw that's got to be a hold.
And it's almost every play we got a flag, Jeff, it seems like. At least after that first drive, it seems like every other play we got a flag.
Yeah, the Butler's Tire and Auto people going to get their money's worth. I just seen 2 strange penalties on Shelby. Not that one. That's a hold. That's not strange. Anything strange about that. But the holding on the punt, and then the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Again, it had to be somebody saying something, because there wasn't any demonstration.
No, First and 20, though, for the Golden Lions, and they'll hand it off. And not much doing for Tate. Gets a couple, and that's it.
Second down and 18. We're down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Shelby leads 7-0.
If you just
on the
joined
No Mark and Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Yep, Jalen Tate got the start tonight because Tristan Tate's still nursing that nagging injury from a couple weeks ago. And Farmer's going to throw, and he's going to be sacked. And, boy, he's not holding that ball very well, and now he wraps it up. But it's going to be a sack back to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, the bull rush is really being successful. They are shoving the Golden Lion interior lineman straight back into the quarterback. So third down and 23.
Yep. Third and a mile. Let's see if Shelby tries to pick up at least some yardage to get a little better field position, or if they run it here. And they're going to throw it, and they're going to throw a quick pass, caught by Tyler Morgan. He's not going to get much. He's going to get just across the 20 to about the 22. And Shelby will have to bring on the punt unit.
Yeah, those 10-yard holding penalties have been the death of both teams.
Just a 5-yard reception. Be 4th and 18. Morgan's first catch tonight. And actually, there's been 5 different receivers catch a pass so far. But Lopez is standing all the way back at his own 9-yard line to punt this one. Surely to be good field position for the Red Hawks with 1:57 to go. They get a late rush, and now this one bounces at the 49 of Shelby, bounces into Monroe territory, and can be down around the 41-yard line by Landon Hollifield. Lopez's punt is down at the Monroe 41-yard line. Some Red Hawks will take over there with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Again, Shelby leads 7-0 on our No Malarkey Call Mr. Sparky scoreboard, and it's been an interesting game, Jeff, because Shelby took the opening kickoff down and scored, and we thought that's going to be the first of a bunch of scores, and now the teams have traded 4 punts back and forth now, and Monroe takes over at their, we'll call it the 40.
Yeah, they did give him the 40, so.
Chambers in the shotgun, hands it off. Kendall, left side. He's got blocking. He's across midfield. He's got the first down, finally out of bounds at the Shelby 47.
That is the first Cornerstone Dental first down for Monroe, and they are in Shelby territory after that.
I can see why they average 11 yards a carry, because
as they're running, they're just so smooth.
Yeah, I mean, he went 8 yards before anybody sniffed him, and I don't know if it's they're doing a good job of thinking of misdirection, but that just looked like a simple handoff to the left side, and somehow he had a lead blocker in front of him and got 13 yards into Shelby territory at the 47. Clock's down to a minute to go, first quarter, 1st and 10. 5 linemen now for Shelby on this play. In motion goes Clark, and they're going to hand it. The quarterback's going to keep it right side. Boy, he's got Jaden Anderson to beat, and he does, and he's got a first down. And there's that play you talked about.
Yeah, and Henderson had him one-on-one, and he just ran by him.
Yep, gets 13 more. So
second Cornerstone Dental first down for Monroe. There's 48 seconds left in this first quarter. Shelby leads 7-0, but Monroe is driving. They have the ball on the Shelby 34-yard line.
2 13-yard pickups in a row. And snap, handoff Lindsey, left side, and he breaks a tackle and carries a bunch of tacklers down to the Shelby. He's still on his feet all the way to the 24. He gets 10 yards. That's maybe 11 yards.
Yep, another first down.
And he's a 220-pounder. But I said they averaged 11 and a half, and now you see why. 13, 13, 11, just like that. And they're down to the Shelby 23-yard line. Maybe see one more play, maybe 2 max here before the end of the first quarter. Hickory leads North Lincoln 28-10. West Charlotte leads Dudley 21-0. Chambers in the shotgun. Ball on the left hash. He will give it to Lindsey left side. Lindsey's got a hole. 15-10, 5 touchdown. He's going to go in virtually untouched. from 23 yards out. So not only can these guys run, Jeff, but these holes are massive. So that line, you got to give that offensive line some credit too, because at 220 pounds, Lindsey's not slipping through a crack.
No.
He's running through a gaping hole for that touchdown. So with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter, Monroe is this point after touchdown away from tying things up.
They're either missing a holder or a kicker.
They're missing the kicker, so Nahara late coming on the field. There's 14 on the play clock, and he's just now he couldn't find his little block, so they got about 8 seconds to get this kickoff. Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. It's a good snap and hold. This kick's not the prettiest, but it's good. And with 12 seconds left in the first quarter, we got ourselves a 7-7 tie on the Norman Larkey Call Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Don't get hosed on your hydraulic hose connections. See the hose man, Charles Cabinets at Shelby Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts store.
Well, this is kind of amazing here what they're doing. They're methodically moving down the clock with little time, not passing the ball, getting huge yards.
Yeah, lots of chunk plays.
Again, I'd keep an eye on that little seam route, hot route that they like to run. Of course, they don't need to. I mean, they can. Obviously, with 2 timeouts, they can do kind of what they want here. Pick any part of the field to try to attack. We'll just have to wait and see what they plan on doing.
Well, here's a game that started earlier. Grimsley beat Huff 70-12. That's crazy.
I've got West Charlotte 21, Dudley 0. So much for that Dudley defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Second quarter, 21-0. My goodness, Shelby and Monroe tied at 7. So back here in Hickory, it's 2nd and 1 from the 11, 15 seconds to play. And handoff, kind of an inside reverse, goes to Folk. He gets across the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Clock will stop while they move the chains. And now North Lincoln has taken their second timeout, we believe. So taking a look at some other scores, Tarboro, let's see, J.H. Rose, the bloom may be off, shall we say. They came in 5-8. They're the 30th seed. They're playing 71st. They're down 21-0 in the second quarter. Yeah, West Charlotte, my goodness. I guess the immovable force was movable after all.
Weddington 14, he's for size 7. Shelby Monroe, I think you mentioned that 7-7. Yeah. Given 17, Hoggard 0. Rollsville 14, Cleveland 0.
Ooh. Mount Airy is trailing 7-0 at halftime at home. Mount Airy with about 45 consecutive victories at this point. Who are they playing again? It's CC. Corvian Community out of Charlotte. In the same league as, I believe, Mountain Island Charter. So that league's getting better at football. Corvian Community especially. 10 seconds to go. Sipe keeps it. Goes up the middle. I think that was a bit of a busted play. It looked like he was trying to look for somebody to pitch to. And so North Lincoln will take their last timeout. 6.3 seconds to go. I think that's all the scores we had.
What's Up Shopper here had some...
Mountain Heritage leads Murphy 12-8.
Tarboro 37, Pender 0. Lakewood 8, Wilson Prep 8. Brevard 15, Forest Hill 7. Northeastern 25, Keenan 14. Whiteville 27, Kingston 14. Is that most of the scores in the state, I would imagine.
My goodness, Tarboro 44-0 at halftime. You do not normally see a running clock in a fourth-round state playoff game, and there will be one to start the second half in that ball game. So we're 6.3 seconds to go here. North Lincoln has the ball at the 5-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. I had to look for a second. It said 2nd and 8 on the scoreboard, and I was like, wait, they're on the 5. So they can get a touchdown but not get a first down?
Okay, all right.
Interesting. So this may be the last play of the half. No more timeouts for either team. North Lincoln on the left hash on the 5-yard line. 3 wide receivers in the game. Sipe rolls, throws. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. The tight end released. And Tim Folk just goes in the end zone, sits down, little dink pass over the top, and it's a Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram touchdown for the Knights with the James River Equipment PAT upcoming. Now will they go for 2 here? 28-16. That would make it 28-18. I'm not sure what the analytics say on that one. Because it'll be 11, which means you got 2 touchdowns. Right. Well, yeah, you can get a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and field goal. Okay. So, yeah, go for snap, hold, kick is up. And as usual, Dillingham pounds it through. So with 2.5 seconds to go in the first half, it's Hickory 28, North Lincoln 17, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll be back with, 2.5. We'll just keep it here.
Okay.
Executive decision on my part.
Yeah, that's
or
exactly.
indecision.
Great job again by North Lincoln. Like you say, they needed, without timeouts, to do something there quick, and totally shocked Hickory with Folk, as you mentioned, kind of lining up like in a tight end's position, like he was going to block, and he just released and was wide open, and a great pass from Sipe to get the score. At least looking somewhat well here, 28-17. And again, get the ball in the second half.
And the thing is, Hickory does give up points. Crest proved that. There's other games this year where teams have scored a decent amount of points. You can move the ball against them. North Lincoln showed that the last time they played them, 464 yards of offense. They just kept putting the ball on the ground or throwing it to Hickory. So they can be had, but they're such a good team offensively. I mean, it's like watching Texas Tech and Oklahoma. I mean, it's offense. Right. They just outscore you.
Well, let's hope that they learn from the last kickoff. This needs to be kicked at somebody, like line drive. I'm not sure this is what they wanted.
Ball goes to Chappell at the 22-yard line. He goes from the sideline all the way out into the middle of the field, gets tripped up there, and that'll be the last play of the first half. Next up is the Stadium Halftime Show, brought to you by Power Max Motorsports of Lincolnton. We'll be back with that after these timeouts. You're listening to Lincoln County High School Football.
49.
Yeah, it's a pickup of 7, so it is a first down. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe it. That wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I thought for sure we were going to see the hanky. So Morgan back-to-back 7-yard receptions. And Shelby's got himself a first down. Handoff. Jalen Tate. This time he's at the 40, 35, and down to the 34. And that's going to be a first down, I believe. Pickup of 10.
It is. Another first down. That's the 3rd first down here on this particular drive. That's 8 first downs for the night. And our first down sponsor, Cornerstone Dental.
And I feel like that was the case of 3 or 4 quick short passes opened up the run that time.
The official over on the other sideline is just having all kinds of difficulty. They do a sideline warning on Monroe. You know, that's the guy that they tried to say that the down marker was wrong earlier.
1st and 10 run. Tate again, a pretty good hole, gets a 4.
Yep, 4 yards for Tate. 2nd down and 4. We're down to the Monroe 30-yard line. Still 10 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Score is tied 7-7.
10 minutes to go, second quarter. Shelby gets the play in now. 26 on the play clock. Plenty of time to get this one off. And Farmer's going to throw it. He's got a guy on the sideline. That's Morgan again. And again.
I tell you what, they're shoving him clear down to the track.
I mean, he was out of bounds and being continued to be tackled for 7-8 yards out of bounds at least. All right. Anyway, no call, but a first down from Morgan.
Down to the 20-yard line of Monroe.
So that picked up, 10? And handoff Tate, and he does a spin move to get 3. So Morgan with 4 catches now, and now 3-yard pickup for Tate. And this is really turning into a pretty good drive so far for the Golden Lions.
Excellent drive for the Golden Lions after they got into a 3rd and 7, had to convert a 3rd and 7.
Ball at the 17. We're in the red zone. 5 down linemen now for Monroe as they're trying to get pressure, and Farmer's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's caught at the 6 by Morgan. Should be a first down. Didn't get a very good spot. He caught that at the 6. It got hit and pushed backwards.
But it will be 1st and goal for the Golden Lions.
Looks like they're going to mark it at about the 9 or 8.
Yeah, the spotting has been
terrible spot. I mean, that's not even close. He caught it on the 6-yard line and then got tackled and pushed back to the 9. I mean, that's a 3-yard difference. And now 1st and goal. Tate gets the carry and gets 1.
Yep, going to get 1 yard, and that was a good hard run by Tate. So 2nd and goal from the 8. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second quarter. We're tied 7-7. Golden Lions, a nice march that started back at their own 31-yard line.
I feel a little bit like a homer on some of these spots, but
yeah,
I mean, he literally caught that on the 6-yard line and then got hit from behind, and they mark it at the 9. 2nd and goal, and they got the screen set up. Caught by Tate at the 10. He's got a man to beat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Touchdown, Jalen Tate. 8-yard screen pass. We got an injured Golden Lion down. But the Golden Lions up 13-7 with 8:22 to go. What a great call.
It was a great call, and it was a great run after the catch.
Yeah, that was a... He called it at about the 8, and there was a guy at the 5-yard line just waiting for him on a one-on-one tackle. And the guy made an effort, Jeff, and he got low on Tate. But Tate hit, and then when the contact came, he just kind of leaned forward and stumbled into the end zone for the touchdown. The injured Golden Lion was Najee Thompson, but he's up and off the field on his own accord. And the Hojo Power Sports point after attempt by Jose Lopez is up, and it's good. And Shelby leads 14-7 with 8:22 to go, second quarter. We'll be right back.
Never lose power again with one phone call to Shelby Heating and Air. See them about a whole home generator for your home by calling 704-487-7877. Since 1977, Shelby Heating and Air has been keeping people in the area comfortable. They are still family owned and operated and are dedicated to doing the job right the first time. Keep cool, stay warm. Black Friday sales event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lincoln. Get in on big performance and receive $11,100 total bonus cash allowance on the new 2024 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. And if you're a Ford brand owner or specialist, they do.
Welcome to the Red Zone channel, folks. I'm Kevin Hastings along with Andre Bush in here, rounding up some scores across the state for you folks. I think I can hear myself. Can I hear myself? Yeah, I can. All right, there's some scores we got. I'm trying to keep everything updated. Halftime for one of our games right now for the North Lincoln Hickory game. Hickory leads 28-17. West Charlotte, we talked about this before this, with the really, really, really good offense beat the really, really good defense. Dudley's only give up 22 points the whole season. And they've give up 21 in the first half so far to West Charlotte. Havelock, Jacksonville, 21-all. 71st, 21-0 in the 3A. 1A action, Tarboro. We'll just see how many they can score tonight. Andre, I'm going to give you a helpful hint. When the team that scores first goes for 2, and it's this far in the playoffs, they're running the score up.
Oh, yeah.
They're running the score up.
But I, as a coach, wouldn't look to kick the ball either at this point.
Well, they're trying to get to 40 as quick as you can. You get an extra touchdown. Every 3 scores, you get an extra touchdown, or 6 scores, whatever.
You got to win. You're going for the win, so there's no point in short caking it, man. We'll go ahead and go for it all.
Well, Penders from Wilmington, they can drive back to the beach tonight. Mountain Heritage up 12-8 on Murphy. Last thing we got, Corvion 7-0 on the number 1 seed. I've been warning you, this Corvion team, folks, undefeated and an outstanding defense. They're really good. Monroe, Shelby 7-7. Brevard 15-7, but most folks think Monroe and Shelby is the Western Conference final and may even be the state final championship game tonight. The winner of this game could be the state champion, or should be. A lot of people think so. Out in the 4As, you've got Roseville up on Cleveland, Cardinal Gibbons up, Weddington up, and Grimsley Huff. I haven't got a score on that one. It wasn't even posted on anything. And then I know some people are saying there's a score posted, but it's posted as a final as 70-12 before any of these games started going. So I don't know if they played this afternoon, but I'm not sure that's right. But we just got a score in the Shelby game. Let's get out to the Brent Pascal and check on him.
In 2 plays, you can see this offense is explosive. 70-yard touchdown run from Chambers. And I don't think Shelby had 2 guys spying him that time. And if they did, it didn't matter. Chambers goes 70, and now we're an extra point away from Monroe tying things up. And let's see if they do kick it. They do have Nahira out there. So that did not take long. 2 plays.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the hold. I think the holder is Young.
16.
And bad snap. And penalty flag comes out. I don't know what happened there. The snap never got to the holder. And then a flag came out. So I don't know if there was a false start on the Red Hawks. But did he snap it? And can you decline it? I don't know.
Well, the referee that's over on the Monroe sideline is drawing a lot of the ire of the Golden Lion faithful, because he's the guy that threw the flag.
It was almost like it was a botched snap, and then he threw a flag out and called false start. So now they got another try at it just from 5 yards further back. High snap, and they're going to run with it, and they're going to throw it, and it's caught for a 2-point conversion. You got to be kidding me. So botched, but there's a flag down.
Maybe it's an ineligible man downfield.
That could be what it is. So the holder is 16, Braden Graceffa.
Ineligible man downfield, so they're going to have to back it up 5 more yards and try again.
So Graceffa's the backup quarterback. He's a sophomore. It was a high snap, Jeff. That was the weirdest thing I've seen. He stood up to catch it, and then stood up and bent over and tried to put it down on the ground while he was standing up, and then he realized the kicker wasn't going to kick it. So then he pulled it and ran, and Lindsey actually made the catch for the 2-point conversion. He's in there on the left side of the line. Unfortunately, he had another guy or 2 with him.
And they're snapping it 8 yards back. That's pretty unusual, too.
Yeah, so now this is going to be a 31-yard extra point to tie it up. And Shelby's best just to stay put. Again, a high snap, and he gets nowhere near kicking it far enough or straight enough. And this point after touchdown is no good. And Shelby leads 14-13 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Back after this.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit our website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Buy here, pay here at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. And yes, they've got vehicles priced under $10,000. How about a 2013 Hyundai Elantra priced at $99.95? How about a 2013 Kia Soul for $99.95? A 2011 Ford Econoline cargo van priced at $79.95, and a 2013 Dodge Dart $99.95. You too can become a satisfied customer at S&R Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at SRAutoSales.com. Like them on Facebook too.
We're late coming out of the commercial. They let that kickoff go. What happened, Jeff, is 18 Man Collins takes a short kickoff, hits the
84 yards
the
for the
Shelby
touchdown.
Sideline, and it looked like they were going to have an angle on him, and they never got him. He hit that sideline, and he kept going and going, and 84 yards later, touchdown Shelby to take a 20-13 lead. Man Collins. Really giving the Redhawks a taste of their own medicine, Jeff, as they came in here with 15 return touchdowns for the season. And now in for the Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown is Jose Lopez. It's a high snap, but Collins gets it down, and
flags.
Unfortunately, flags flying. Offsides defense. So
the question is, can we decline it? Can we decline it? If it's offsides, we ought to be able to decline it. It's not encroachment, it was offsides.
Yeah, I think they were blowing the whistles.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And so we'll probably decline it and re-kick it is what I'm guessing is going to happen. Yep. Decline the offsides penalty. We'll re-kick it. So here we go again. And this is a big extra point, Jeff, from a standpoint of give you an 8-point lead. I know it's early. This time Morgan snaps much better. The hold's good. Lopez's kick is good. Shelby 21, Monroe 13. 7:04 to go. We'll be right back.
When you experience the loss of a loved one, trust the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston to help guide you through the arrangements necessary to create a meaningful ceremony that celebrates the unique life being honored. Their staff. See the new 2024 Honda Rebel, along with 4x4 ATVs and side-by-sides, including the Pioneer and the Talon.
All right, folks, welcome to the broadcast. I'm going to go a couple of highlights here. We're going to go out to Hickory, where it was 14-0 early for Hickory, and then North Lincoln got on the scoreboard. This made it. Landon Agee made it 14-7 on this play. Handoff right side, touchdown. Now this 30-yard field goal made it 14-10 for Hickory. Yep. And you can hear him kick that ball. I know, Andre, you don't have your ears on, but you can actually hear his foot hit that ball from 40 yards away. Listen. Boom that ball.
You had to put some foot in it, too.
Hey, folks, listen one more time. If you got your base turned up at home, you probably heard that kid kick that ball. Good grief. We got it upside down. We have no idea how this happened. We were just talking about this. Y'all watch that there at home, folks? I actually had it. I'm going to have to flip that up for the folks. I want going different. All right, 28-17. This is North Lincoln cutting the lead to 11. With about 2 seconds left, 2.5 seconds left in the first half when they made this play. So now 28-17. Last we'll get right back out there. First, we're going to go over to Shelby for their scores. Let's check on that over on the KTC Broadcasting Twitter feed. That was from our What's Up Shopper Twitter feed. You can check out on both today. How about we're going to start off. Why didn't I get that one up? I'm missing one, or it might be replies. Let's see. If media and replies. There we go. 14-0, 7-0, 7-7. Well, where's my 7-0 score? Whatever. We'll go 7-7 here. How about this? This is Monroe tying the game at 7. I wrote Burns in that. Oh, I'm going to fix that. I don't know where Shelby's first score ended up. Did I not post that? I thought I posted that. It's 21-13 now. Shelby leads. Let's see if I can tell. It might not have posted. Let's see. No? Alright, we're going to. How about this made it 14. 14-7, Shelby. Farmer, little swing past the Tate, shake and bake. Breaks the tackle in the end zone, made it 14-7. And then Monroe scores. And this keeper, and cornerback hits the 50-yard line on there. He's gone. We'll go full screen on this one. I was watching the play. And see y'all. It looked like Rico Dowdle from AC Reynolds on the lines a few years ago.
You can tell he already jogging. He got about the 20-yard line, he started jogging.
Don't you wish you was that fast at some point in your life? At any point? I just wish I was. I wish I was.
Who the competition is.
That's true, too. All right, folks, we're going to round up some other scores. We're going to go back out to the fields. Let's go out to Shelby.
6-7-0-5 against 7-0-4.
Weeks in a row, and then Folk and Agee, when they get the ball, they run hard. Like I say, one of the kickoffs that Agee was returned, he got here to the sideline, and I think Hickory thought he was going to run out of bounds. He cut it back up and got a few extra yards. He goes right at him. They are not ashamed of contact. And like I say, and they're motivated. They don't want their season to end, and this is, like I say, a big drive for North Lincoln here.
So 13-0 Hickory, 12-1 North Lincoln, two excellent football teams. But North Lincoln definitely needs a score here. Sipe hands it off to Wingit. He goes over the right side. Not much there. Gain of 3 maybe. Gets out to the 43.
And again, that little adjustment on the offensive side. A little tighter formation on one side. Take out the receivers, 2 to one other side, the wide side of the field most times. Try to spread that Hickory backside, that secondary. Some of their outside linebackers try to create some lanes, and it's been a little bit of effective here the last half quarter or so.
Just want to reassure everybody, Scott is here with us when Hickory has the ball. It's just tough to get a word in edgewise.
I'm just trying to help my partner out as I can.
Sipe keeps it, goes around the left side, is across midfield. It'll be a first down. Turner Hauser Insurance first down. He's finally gang tackled at the 47, but he doesn't go down.
Yeah, he's been a little bit of the X factor, like I say. I mean, we know him, like I said, cover him as much as we do. And like I said, Sipe hasn't had to do too much, really, in the playoff games that we've covered. But tonight, he's done an excellent job cutting it up, planting that foot in the ground, getting vertical, and doing a fantastic job. And so, yeah, they're going to have to account for all 3 phases of the game tonight.
And they've really tried to take away the outside. I mean, Tim Folk's got a couple good gains. He's got 28 yards, Landon Agee 19, and those guys have been just gashing other teams. So Sipe is stepping into the breach and helping him out. Turner Hauser Insurance first down. Knights at the 47-yard line of Hickory. And we're going to have motion on the right side of the line for North Lincoln, and that is the last thing they really need. They really cannot afford these sort of things.
Yeah, like I said, the drives that they pretty much didn't score on in the first half, this is how they went. Maybe a pretty good start, and then either a fumble on one of them where they got pushed back behind the sticks, and then a couple of the other ones, these penalties. And so it definitely can't happen against Hickory. And we heard it from the coach, and they're taking a timeout.
Now, they haven't marked off the penalty yardage.
What was that before then, that penalty, I wonder? Obviously, it had to be.
I would say so.
Interesting.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout here and sort things out. We'll be back with the first down play for the Knights after this.
Built upon a solid foundation.
At any moment, there could be a big play by either team. Second down, 14. Looks like they gave Kendall just one.
Yep, just one.
That was his 3rd carry. Second and 14. They're going to throw it. And they're going to go up top. They got a man young behind the defense. This touchdown, City.
Yep, nice post pattern. He was just wide open.
That's a 31-yard pass to Jordan Young, who just made a great move and got wide open. And then a nice pass by Chambers. And let's see if Monroe goes for 2 to try to tie it up or just says, hey, there's going to be lots of scoring. We'll just kick it. So far, don't see what they're going to do. 21-19 is the score. And this, you can see this Red Hawk offense is dynamic. We talked a bunch about it in the pregame, and they're living up to it. Golden Lions, though, are matching them so far, and they are going to try for the 2-point conversion to try to tie it. This is a big play, though, just for momentum. In motion goes Simpkins. They'll hand it to Lynn. Actually, it's play action. Chambers going to roll right, throw it wide open in the back of the end zone. Is, I think, Caudle. And that'll tie things up, 21 all. 2-point conversion is good. And that old momentum back to the Red Hawks. As we've got ourselves a 21-21 game. We'll be right back with the Jam and Jay's kickoff after this.
It's early second half. Knights have had the ball. Sipe keeps it around the right side, up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Nice play. Like we were saying, Sipe has been the X factor tonight. They had AG out there looking as the pitch man. They covered the pitch man, but they left Sipe alone. He cut it up, went across the 5 and into the end zone. So it'll be a touchdown for the Knights. An Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram touchdown with a James River Equipment conversion upcoming. We don't know if it's going to be 2.
There it is.
And it is. They are going for 2. AG tries to get to the corner, and
flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
And it came from the referee.
There's a flag. Now, it looks like AG got into the end zone, although there is a discussion over there of whether he did. The pylon got knocked over, so you would think he got in the end zone. But we'll have to wait and see. There is a flag. This is what we've seen North Lincoln do. They'll line up and either convert into the PAT.
How is there a false start after the play is already run?
So they take those points off the board. That would have made it a 3-point ball game. So kicking the extra points fine earlier, then go for 2 now. Analytics say, yeah, you get it to 3 points. So there's a false start, but it isn't until after the play is over?
Like I said, unless I missed another flag. That one came from the referee as AG was hitting the pylon.
So now Dillingham is lining up like he's going to try the extra point. It's 28-23. That would make it a 4-point game if it is good. So the James River equipment is going to be a PAT attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's pounded through yet again. So with 9:27 to go in the third quarter, it's Hickory 28, North Lincoln 24. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting.
Below the outdoors with a
drop. I think he would have been out of bounds anyway. Thompson trying to come back and get that one. Nearly had a holding call. He reached for it and he didn't throw it. And now you got 4th down and 6 and
3 and out for the Golden Lions, and you definitely didn't need that.
Yeah, and Farmer was 12 for 12 and then missed 2 out of 3 on that series. And just like that, in 24 seconds, you're going to give the ball right back to the Red Hawks. And
they are red hot.
They're not only red hot, but with 4:48, if they were to take some time off and go down and score, they also get the second half kickoff. So you kind of want to stay a score ahead. Just thinking out. And Lopez kicks this one out of bounds. No return necessary. Now we got to find out where it went out of bounds. And they're going to mark it at the 28-yard line. So Monroe takes over there. But, Jeff, this is the first time tonight they've had the ball with a chance to take the lead.
Yes, it is.
And so we'll see what they can do with it, and we'll see how that Shelby defense responds after giving up 2 big pass plays. Remember, it was 3rd and 11, Jeff. If they don't hit that diving catch by Young, we might still be 21-13. And Shelby may be driving to go up 2 scores. But they did make that play, and now Monroe with the momentum and the football. 4:41 to go, second quarter. And handoff to Lindsey, left side. And he fights for every yard. He got 3, maybe 4.
He is an absolute load.
Yeah. I will tell you what, Jeff, I've never seen an offensive line get off the ball as fast as they do.
They come off hard.
They just pulled the right tackle, and he beat the right guard over to the block, and so that was impressive. Second down, 6. And this time pass play, and they got a man wide open, and that's caught for big yardage into Shelby territory. And that's Young again. So somehow Shelby ended up with 2 guys on Simpkins and nobody on Young, who's the guy that punished him for the 2 catches. And now we got a flag from the white hat. We might have ourselves an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Red Hawks. So after the play penalty, so it's going to be a completion, but then I believe they're going to have 15 yards marked against them. So Young on the catch. Let's see where they marked it.
Well, the disturbing thing was that he was so wide open.
Yeah.
And Shelby generally does a really good job on coverage, but they didn't get much of a pass rush and then wide open receiver running down the field. So
the penalty is going to mark it back to the 48. So before that, that means they had it at the 37 of Shelby. So that was a 31-yard pass play and then a 15-yard penalty. So 1st and 10, all said and done at the 48-yard line of Monroe.
3:57 left in this first half. Tied up, 21-all.
There was no passing yards from Monroe until that last drive, and now they've got 102 passing yards, and they're all to Young, 3 for 102. And in the neutral zone comes one of those big Shelby down linemen on the hard count, and that'll be 15 yards back in Monroe's favor and put them across midfield to the Shelby 47.
1st and 5. 3:50 to go here in this first half.
It's been a good one. Back and forth, and Shelby and Monroe are tied at 21. 1st and 5. Handoff. Nope. Chambers keeps it, and there he goes again.
In the clear.
He's at the 30, breaks the tackle, 25, 20, 15, 10, and Shelby cannot contain Chambers tonight. 47 yards after he just went, what did he go, 70 yards on the run before that. So he's gone 70 and now 47 on his last 2 carries, both touchdowns.
And he's just running past people. I mean, We've got guys there, and he just runs past them. It's something. He is as advertised.
So just like that, it took no time at all. There's still 3:29 to go in the second quarter. Nahara on for the Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. And this time he connects, and Monroe leads for the first time tonight, 28-21 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Hospice Cleveland County now has a new name, Via Health Partners. It's a new name, but still the same.
And he's 4 yards in the backfield. That's the thing I've always screamed at the TV about. When you've got short yardage, don't line up in the shotgun.
Well, you know, that's my favorite.
So here we go, 4th down. Ball at the half-yard line. Lackey in the shotgun, and this time he's going to get in for the touchdown. Dives over the left side. North Lincoln's pointing that he didn't get in. And actually, Tim Folk is holding the football.
I think he had already crossed the plane.
Must be.
Yeah, he left his feet there. I kind of had the binoculars on him a little bit, trying to get a better read, and it was a good push there from that left side of the Hickory front, and he kind of extended out across the plane and into the end zone.
So that's a James River Equipment PAT upcoming from McCourt. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 5:54 to go in the third quarter, Hickory's now back out to an 11-point margin, 35-24. You're listening to North Lincoln Football on KTC Broadcasting.
Rhodesville Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina since 1919.
So Shelby takes over there. Shelby on their own 40, 1st and 10, but they trail 28-21 for the first time tonight. 3:21 to go second quarter. Handoff Jalen Tate. He gets 3. Let's call it 4.
Second down and 6.
So last 2 touchdowns for Monroe, last 3 touchdowns have been big plays. 70-yard run, 31-yard pass, 47-yard run. And that's what we were expecting. Second down, 6. Farmer to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. Gets about 2, and then he's drilled by number 11, Lindsey, who kind of stood over him and let him know it.
It's going to be third down and 4, and this is legitimately a huge play for the Golden Lions. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Clock running left in this first half. Shelby's going to have to kick off to Monroe to start the second half. Shelby has got to get a first down here.
All right, Farmer to throw. He's got his man. It's complete at midfield. That's Foster. He's at the 40, 35, and forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line. First down, Golden Lions.
Great job of taking that short pass and making something happen after the catch, Brent.
Yeah, it really was. That's a 20-yard pass play to Khalil Foster. He's got 4 catches here in the first half. He's had a really good first half. Shelby on the move now. At the Monroe 34, 1st and 10, handoff Jalen Tate. He's got 2. 2 yards there, and it'll be second down and 8.
We're inside 2 minutes left in this first half.
And if you're Shelby, you do not want to give Monroe the ball unless there's about 1 play.
You also don't want to give them the ball if you hadn't scored a touchdown.
Yep, because they will get the second half kickoff. So big drive here. Shelby would love to score, tie this one up, and go to halftime all knotted up. Second down 8, Farmer to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
It's jumped by number 11, Jeremiah Lindsey, but he just didn't hold on to it.
Yeah, it looked like he threw it at Lindsey.
Yeah.
If he had caught it, it might have been 35-21 because there wasn't much between him and the goal line. So that stops the clock, and it's third down and 8. Shelby has the ball on Monroe 32, 1:31 left.
And I think what happened there is we've gone to a really short passing game tonight successfully, and I think we've run that route enough times now where Lindsey said, I know where they're going with that one. I'm going to jump it.
And he did.
And he did. Nearly got it. 3rd and 8. Farmer to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. He's got some room, but he's going to have to puts his head down and dives for the first down.
That's a heck of a run. And number 10 loses his helmet when he was trying to make that tackle. That's a great run by Farmer.
Farmer needed 8 and got 8. And took some contact, Jeff, that's for sure. He delivered the blow there and picked up the first down. If he would have slid, he wouldn't have gotten it.
1:13 left in this first half.
Ball at the Monroe 24. Jalen Tate gets the handoff and gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And Monroe's D-line has really done a good job for the most part against the Shelby run tonight. That's the 16th carry in the first half here by Jalen Tate.
We got an injury timeout. One of the offensive linemen slow to get up.
And they need to go. Shelby's got no timeouts, and the game clock's at 42, and now Ross comes out of the game, and there's nobody. And
I don't know why they hadn't stopped the clock. We're down to, they just now did with 42 seconds. Second down and 10. Shelby has no timeouts left.
And Wilbanks is trying to say, give me some time, please, back. And they do. They put 57.
57, okay. Now they start the clock again.
All right, so here we go, 53 seconds. Farmer in the shotgun. He's going to throw it. Again, he gets mauled. This is a sack back to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long and
Shelby
40
has
seconds.
No timeouts. They've got to hurry. This is not a situation that they find themselves in very often. Shelby Jaren does a great job of hanging on to their timeouts.
3rd and 14 after that sack as a 4-yard loss. 25 seconds to go. They get the playoff. Farmer again pressured. He's going to roll with it. He's going to be sacked again back at the 30. That's a loss of 2 more, and it's 4th down and 16. And Shelby may just let
7, 6, 5.
Shelby's going to get 1 heave to the end zone if they can get this playoff, and they do. No time, and they're going to throw it up for grabs. And it's going to be Marjorie Thompson.
Knocked down, but he probably tripped on his own. That's going to end the half.
So Shelby doesn't score, but we go in the half. 28-21 Monroe. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with our Gardner-Webb University Stadium halftime show after this break.
I work my tractors really hard. I give all they've got. I demand as much horsepower as they can possibly give me. I tell you what, I've had these Coyote tractors for probably 10 years now. They've served me well. Been good.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sells, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vail. If you're filing an insurance claim for your home, and if it includes flooring, Weller's Flooring Shop in Shelby can help you pick out a solution for your home that will fit your budget and navigate the claim process. And this month, Weller's Flooring Shop has 10 to 20 cents off per foot of their LVP Click products with free shipping. Ask about the Loose Lay LVP. Great for the do-it-yourselfers. It's easy. It can be cut with a sharp box cutter and fitted into the corners easily. See it today at Weller's Flooring Shop, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby. Open 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook too. You don't want to jump in a cold car on a cold morning and with no heat. Of course not. That's why it's a great idea to have your car's heating system checked over with a stop at A Plus Automotive in Shelby. They do all kinds of heater repair. And remember, A Plus
is it. Gets across midfield to the 45-yard line. Nice little slant pattern. Catches it. Gets some yards after catch to the 45. So a gain of 19 on that pass, and another Turner Hauser Insurance first down.
Yeah, kind of setting that up a little bit. Again, ran two sort of bubble screens out to each flat, one right, one left. Corner bites up on it on the third time, and it opens up the middle for Little on the little hitch pattern for the quick gain of 19. And moving the sticks.
Double stack of receivers on each side. Stober hangs off the... It's not Isaiah Lackey this time. It's number 6, Tyler Johnson. Johnson gets across the 30, across the 20, the 10, and he runs it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hickory. So it wasn't Isaiah Lackey this time. It was Tyler Johnson. Johnson goes in for the 45-yard touchdown run. It's just, who's going to get you?
Yeah, like I say, we haven't seen that sort of look all night from Hickory. Just a little off-tackle left play, but again, been setting it up with a little hitch plays on the passing game. Passes out to the flat, and then just, boom, turn around and hit you with a speedy.
Yeah,
running.
Tyler Johnson, good job by him, the senior. McCourt on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 1:39 to play in the third quarter, it's Hickory 42, North Lincoln 24. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting.
All right, folks, while we're on a commercial break in both games, show you some highlights here of Hickory and North Lincoln. This is North Lincoln cutting the score 28-24. Problem is, Hickory scored twice since then. It's now 42-24. This is the Red Tornadoes going up 35-24. Just inside the goal line. And so, like I said, we're going to end up being 42-24. And here's the touchdown that did that. Tyler Johnson from 35 yards. Off tackle. Saved. Ooh, maybe a block in the back. Probably gave him the trip. And the Red Tornadoes score. From 35 out, that makes it 42-24 Red Tornadoes Could be playing West Charlotte next week, who's up 21-7 on Dudley last score. We'll watch this one time. If you look left tackle. Bounce side corner goes the wrong way. Safety trips up. The linebacker can't make that play, and then that means 42-24 Hickory. All right, we're going to take it back out to Shelby.
The Jalen Tate 1-yard touchdown run. Jose Lopez's point after made it 7-0. Shelby led. With 12 seconds left in the first quarter, Zion Lindsay scored on a 22-yard run. Brandon Naharaz point after tied it 7-7. With 8:22 left in the second quarter, Jalen Tate, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Farmer. Lopez's point after, Shelby led 14-7. With 7:16 left in the second quarter, Kagan Chambers, a 70-yard touchdown run. The point after was no good, and Shelby led 14-13. With 7:04 left in the second quarter, Man Collins, an 84-yard touchdown on the kickoff return. Lopez's point after made it 21-13. And with 5:12 left in the second quarter, Jordan Young, a 31-yard pass from Chambers. The pass for the conversion was good, and it was tied at 21. And then with 3:29 left in the second quarter, Chambers, a 47-yard run. Naharaz point after made it 28-21, and that's our halftime score. Monroe only.
Hauser Insurance first down, and they will have it at, they get done marking it off here, 43-yard line. Seeing how that's 16 yards they marked off, that's what was throwing me off. They marked off 16 yards.
They don't make mistakes.
No, never. Sight back to pass, throws. He's got a receiver going down the middle of the field. That's Agee, but well played. And actually the closest person to it was, is that Roland, number 16?
I believe so. That would have, as you mentioned, he said there was 11 interceptions on the season is the Hickory record.
And he's got 10. He was the closest one to that. Had his hand up, but it went over the top of his hand by about 1.5 feet. So that's the fourth pass of the night for North Lincoln. That's about their average. 2 completed, 2 not completed. And we're getting inside a minute here. 35.8 to go in the third quarter. Knights need a lot of points quick. Pitch to Agee. He gets around the right side, across the 30. He's got a first down. He gets tackled at the 27-yard line. So gain of 16 on that play. And this is what North Lincoln has done, though. They've got good offensive numbers tonight. It's just a play here, a penalty there. They get in the wrong position, and Hickory makes them pay for it. They're opportunistic defensively.
Yeah, like I say, and then, of course, Hickory just scores on every possession. And, like say, penalties and tackles for loss for Hickory doesn't really affect them. They just keep at it. And this, what we got going? We got a timeout?
We got a timeout. Oh, no, they hadn't started the clock. So now the clock's rolling, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of the third quarter. On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard with locations in Lincolnton, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln, it's Hickory 42, North Lincoln 28. You're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting and WCSL Cherryville 92.9.
I work my tractors really hard. I give all they've got. I demand as much horsepower as they can possibly give me. I tell you what, I've had these Coyote tractors for probably 10 years now. They've served me well. Been good.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vail.
So time now for the fourth quarter, brought to you by our title sponsor, Bug Busters of Lincolnton. And as you were saying, this looks eerily familiar to what we saw last year. North Lincoln in the game, Hickory with a lead, and then late third quarter, early fourth quarter, they blew the game open and won, 42-28 last year, I think it was?
That's correct.
Well, we're at 42-24.
Oh, well, we're good.
We're not far off. So this looks really familiar. a mistake here or a penalty there, just a fumble that maybe loses a couple yards where you keep possession, but now you're behind the chains, and it's just enough to make some differences here tonight. Handoff, kind of an inside handoff, little misdirection there to Folk. Not much there. Was it Agee or Folk on the carry?
Agee's coming out of the pile.
Okay, we'll say Agee with a carry on that one. And that's for no gain. So the ball will stay on the 27-yard line.
Like you say, North Lincoln, it's just not North Lincoln's MO. They want to get behind the sticks, and two, to catch up.
Handoff to Wingit, tries the left side. Submarines into the pile there for a couple of yards. Well, they're saying 1. So not much on that play. And here we go. It's the same kind of thing. Now we're at 3rd and 9. They like it better if they're 3rd or 4 and less. Or just go ahead and get the first down in 2 plays and not have to worry. Third and 9 from the 26. Sipe keeps it. Fakes the pitch. Nice job. He's across the 20. He got an opening. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Really nice fake on that one.
Yeah, I can say great job there by Sipe. I can say he's been doing that all night. Like I say, he kind of acts like a lot of times when he runs the option, like he does tuck it like he's going to run. That time he tucked it, then acted like he was going to pitch it, and then kept it. And got a great gain on that one for a Turner Hauser Insurance first down. Puts the ball, I guess that's first and
right
goal,
at the 10.
Right at the 10.
On the 10, so they need to get in the end zone. No chance of a first down. And he had a big hole in the left side. It was a great decision. Handoff to Wingit up the middle. He bowls forward, gets to about the 6. But again, they need to do this quickly. Clock is rolling. Yes, there's 10.5 minutes to go, but they are still going a bit deliberately here. I know that's what they do, but they do need to line up a little bit quicker now, probably, and
definitely
get the plays off faster. Sipe on the inside, handoff, goes to Agee. Agee reaches forward, and he's across the goal line. Touchdown, North Lincoln. And Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lincolnton touchdown. And it makes it 42-30 with a James River Equipment conversion upcoming.
Yeah, they've been pretty successful, like you say, on that little underneath handoff, little counter action. They've gotten big plays on that play all night, and that one, of course, that was needed here with 10 minutes to go. After this point after attempt, get them inside 11. You wonder if maybe this is a 2-pointer. We'll see what they do.
I don't know if you do it yet. Keep kicking points until you get it to where it's down to single digits. And that's... That was... He's wearing number...
Is that Folk that kicked that extra point?
Or was that... Where's Dillingham? I don't see a number 9. Did he put on a different uniform? We're trying to figure out who that was on the extra point. I think that was Dillingham.
Is that a number 9 in front of us? It looks like in sweatpants?
Yeah, but he's too big to be Dillingham. I'm not sure what's going on. Dillingham's numbers on the sideline, but that kick looked like Dillingham.
It looks like a offensive lineman.
I think they switched uniforms.
Can you do that?
I guess if you report it. So the extra point's good. We're assuming it's by Jake Dillingham.
I mean,
brought to you by James River Equipment of Shelby. And so it's 42-31. So it's 42-31. Again, 10 minutes to play in the ball game. And yeah, that's...
I don't know, but isn't Dillingham left-footed?
Yeah, but if he's lining up to just pooch it, he's probably going to put it down in this corner here the way he's lined up. Yep. And it goes out of bounds. It's wearing number 73, and I guarantee you that is not Preston Jones. It's too small to be him. I wonder if that's Preston now on the sideline with his...
I wonder if maybe he got blood on it some ways.
Maybe.
They'll switch jerseys out because of that.
So the ball went out of bounds at the 38-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. I'm pretty sure that's Dillingham. The only other person they have is Blake Phillips that kicks for them. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hickory at their own 41 after the penalty on the out-of-bounds kick. Again, trying to keep it away from Little and Chapel. That's a good move. But they do get a shorter field for them. Although no field's probably too short the way they move the ball. 2 wide receivers to each side. Lackey in the backfield to the right of Stober in the shotgun. Snap, handoff. That's not Lackey. That's Tyler Johnson. The ball's out. And North Lincoln saying they have it. Waiting for the official signal. Official signaling 2nd down. Well, that's interesting. The entire team for North Lincoln was signaling they have the ball. It wasn't just one guy. So it's 2nd and 5. Was it Tyler Johnson that was in on that? Or was it Lackey?
I don't think that was Lackey.
I don't think it was Lackey. I think it was Tyler Johnson, but he's not in the game now.
Yeah, now you got Lackey.
Low snap, fielded by Stober. He's going to throw long. Receiver broke off the pattern. He was looking for a deep out, and he throws it over the receiver by about 20 yards.
Well, it's an interesting development there.
I don't get... the North Lincoln fans obviously aren't very happy about that when the sideline and the entire team signaling they have the football, and the referee goes 2nd down. And now it'll be 3rd and 5 after the incomplete pass. Clock stop, 9:23 to go. A stop here would help North Lincoln greatly. Be almost as good as getting the football back where they would have had it. Again, low snap. Stober, double pumps, clutches, throws it. He's got Chapel. Did he get a foot down? They're saying he did. Catch is made at the 29-yard line. So Jamian Little, with a nice catch on the sideline, gets a foot down, and it's a gain of 25, and a Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down, and that quiets the North Lincoln faithful. Stober sidearm ones towards the sidelines, looking for Little again, sails out of bounds. I didn't say throw it sidearm like somebody. I didn't say the name. Say the name.
You can say it. We beat them.
Oh, now it's not such a bad thing.
At least now.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't count for anything.
Buffalo Scott over here. Not Buffalo Bill. Hand off to Lackey. He's dancing around behind the line of scrimmage. Finds an opening. Goes around the right side.
Ooh.
Gets out of bounds. Nice stiff arm.
Some folks not going to like that one.
No, he pushed out of bounds at the 23, so he gets 6, and that'll make it 3rd and short. Looks like about 4 yards. And the thing with Hickory, though, is, yeah, they'll go down and score fast, but this is a point of the game. You're up 11 in this. Wouldn't you want to run a little bit of clock off? Because they've not even run off a minute yet on this drive. If you score, that's great.
Yeah, it looks like, again, they're a little bit more deliberate here, kind of like they were in the last possession. But
on this particular play, the clock stopped because of the out of bounds. Stober back to pass, looks, flushed out of the pocket by Rinkus. He's running towards the left side, jukes around Bassani. Ryan Bassani looking up the sky. He had Stober stopped for no gain.
This one's coming back if they want to.
Oh, if they want to. I think they will. You got a holding call against Hickory, and that'll push it back. So it looked like he was going to be about a yard short of the 1st down based on where it was marked.
Okay.
He got to the 21. Sticks are about the 20. But that's all for naught. Still, Bassani would love to have had him in the backfield, tackle him, take the play, and force fourth down. Now with a 10-yard penalty, it'll be 3rd and 14 as they get pushed back to the 33-yard line. Between the stadium lights and the light in this booth, I'm just going to glare.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of sitting. Staying up, I like it's in my face.
Stover back to pass. He's got time. Just missed by, he's getting, and finally he's brought down. Nice pursuit. Really staying after it was North Lincoln. Who was that on the sack? Finally.
Is that Sturgill, 15?
15 is Sturgill, and he was chased for a long time by number 50, Grant Mullen. But they sack him back to the 46-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th and a lot. And look at this. Hickory has a punter. We weren't sure. First time tonight we've seen them punt the football, at least line up to punt. It is 4th and a lot. About 26. Flags down. Thrown as soon as the play.
The ball went out at 25. I don't know what you do here. Can you add it on to the end? I think it was a movement. Surprised it didn't.
Yeah, it went as soon as it was snapped. Rinkus is pointing at Hickory, saying it's against them. So here's the signal. Illegal procedure against Hickory, so they'll back them up 5. And they'll punt it again. Now we're at...
Yeah, I think they would have got the ball at the 25 where he kind of lateraled it off the side of his foot.
So it's 4th down and 35. He looks to fake. He's being chased in the backfield. Throws. He's got a man downfield. And it's no good. It falls to the turf. The punter, number 14... That's Maddox McCree.
I was going to say, that's the backup quarterback.
Oh, that is the backup quarterback.
Yeah, we saw him in pregame.
We saw him in pregame. So he throws it on the fake. He had a receiver open, but he threw it about 4 yards in front of him. It falls incomplete, and North Lincoln will take over on downs. So timeout's taken by Hickory after the fake punt and non-conversion. North Lincoln will have the football at the Hickory 49-yard line.
It's on the plus side of the field.
Yeah, that's the best field position I think anybody's had tonight.
That's interesting. Like you say, well, I guess that's a plus 26 then on the punt. Decline.
Yeah, it was with a decline penalty. Plus, let's see. It was 4th and 35 anyway. He would have had to get a good kick just to get it to the first down mark.
Right.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Better than your own 49-yard line, though.
True. Either one's better.
Yeah, that's a little bit suspect on that particular call.
And we got an 11-point ball game, so if they can go down and get a quick score, maybe go for 2, get it to 3, and then who knows what happens.
Far from over.
Far from over. You knew North Lincoln, they're 12-1. They're not going to give up. They play hard every game no matter what, but they were not going to give in. So they have the ball at the Hickory 49. Wingit takes it, goes through the right side, gets down to the 46, so a gain of 3 there. That's his 16th carry I have of the night for him. And again, clock's rolling here. You would think they would kind of speed well, they have a little bit. They're breaking the huddle a little bit quicker here. 25 on the play clock. Again, 1 wide receiver to each side. They only have 1 wing back, and they do have a receiver in the slot down the bottom here. Sipe keeps it, and there's not much there. He's running around, and he's going to lose yardage there eventually. He was trying to find an opening. The pitch was covered. There was no one to throw to, and he gets tackled back at his own 49, so that'll be a loss of 5 on that play.
Yeah, there's nobody to pitch to, no lanes to run through on that one. You would think maybe, it's obviously easier to say up here, maybe just fall down to minimize that loss. trying to get something out of nothing. And
I'm not sure he really ended up losing all that much.
Okay.
Maybe a couple extra yards, but it wasn't, you're right, it wasn't going anywhere, just drop and that's it. All right, sight back to pass, looks to throw, and oh my goodness, Jamian Little was sitting on that one. He at least got a finger on it enough to deflect it so Aaron Doden could not make the catch, but boy, that was looking like pick six the other direction. That's why I gave the you could see him lurking. I mean, it was just, you know, you're waiting for the Jaws music to start up. Dun, 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 dun. This is a team that has 28 interceptions this year.
That's right. Yeah, and like I say, Jamian Little, if there's one guy you definitely don't want catching the ball, he was thinking 6, and that maybe is why he dropped it.
Because Doden was flat-footed, and Little's coming at speed. There's no way he was going to get within 10 yards of him. 4th down, sight back to pass, 4 receivers in the pattern. He throws one down the middle, and Rowland's the closest one to it. It was intended for Aaron Doden, but the thing there, just let it fall. Knock it down, let it fall. It's 4th down.
Well, it's Rowland, so maybe he's going for that,
school record, but still.
Record. I know, yeah.
The smart move is to just let it hit the turf. You get the ball, and now you get the ball at the other team's plus 49-yard line. 6:21 to go in the game. Still an 11-point lead for Hickory. 3 straight incompletions for North Lincoln. Team that doesn't pass often. They do it okay, but they just don't do it often. Stober back, quick out pattern. He's got his receiver, catches made in the flat. That's Jamian Little again. That's probably, about 10 catches on the night for him. Every other time there's a completion, it's to him. So they pick up 5 on the short. That's almost like a run play for them.
Yeah, he just basically guns 3 yards, little hitch, turns around and catches it. And they've got great timing with it between him and Stober.
And you've got to give them enough of a cushion with their speed. I mean, look at the cushion at the top of the window here. It's about an 8-yard cushion on the receiver. I mean, they just keep throwing the out, and then all of a sudden just turn one up. Another out pattern here, catch is made. High throw, but it's brought in by number 13, Demarion Lee. He'll be short of the first down as he gets to the 41. Short gain of 3 on that play.
As you mentioned, this is a lot like North Lincoln with runs. Just 3 or 4 yards at a clip.
And the clock's rolling. Because it's not hitting the turf. Just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Hickory with an 11-point lead, 42-31. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Hand off to Lackey. He breaks through, and there's no one home. He's across the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. You keep throwing those short patterns, and you really sell out trying to stop it, and then there's nobody in the second level. And it is a Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lincolnton touchdown, and that one may be the dagger.
Yeah, like I say, as you mentioned, just a great job from Hickory, just attacking the perimeter. First couple passes, first couple plays, things open up, and Lackey untouched.
So James River PAT being attempted by Brendan McCourt. He's been perfect on the night. And kick is up, and he's 7 for 7. And with 4:47 to go in the ball game, it's Hickory 49, North Lincoln 31. You're listening to Lincoln County Football on KTC Broadcasting and WCSL Cherryville, 92.9 in Cherryville.
For the folks in Cherryville and Shelby, I'm sure you remember when the Western
kinds of time, folks.
But the momentum has really shifted.
Yeah, it's just the energy. And
what are they doing?
Now they're marking off a 15-yard penalty against Shelby. So scratch that ball at the 25-yard line. 15-yard penalty on the goal lines.
What did he signal?
He didn't signal anything. So must have been a personal foul, but that was literally a punt that went out of bounds with no return. And then after the offenses and defense got out there, they mark off 15 yards but didn't signal the penalty. So First and 10 at the 40-yard line for the Redhawks. And first down is Chambers pulling it out of Kendall's belly, and he's running right. And for the first time, they tackle him for only 6 yards. Now, you hear the people yelling because he had two receivers out here blocking for him and had a lot of jersey.
Yeah. And it looked like they grabbed him, put him on the ground at about the 44, and they're going to give him the 46. So, rains it pours.
Yeah, 6 yards.
And let's be honest, it's not an officiating problem. It's a heck of a talented team that Shelby's running into.
Yeah.
Second down and 4, 6:55 left in this third quarter.
But you can see how well they're playing when they only get 6, and it's a good play for the defense. Now there's a pre-snap whistle, false start, Monroe. So this will help the Golden Lions and make it 2nd and 9, as this will back it up 5 yards. Monroe's got it at their own 41 after the penalty. 6:47 to go. Let's see if this Shelby defense can force a punt or get a turnover. And as you said, Jess, there hasn't been a turnover in the ball game.
And the first 2 times that Shelby forced punts, and they weren't very good punts, 22 and 26, but since then, hadn't had to punt.
They got an H-back in there now. It's a little bit different formation, and that's Lindsey, and now he goes in motion from the left to the right side of the line, and Chambers will throw it. And he's got protection. He's got to get a single coverage to Clark, and nice defensive play there by Quivette McCray, knocks it down. He was all over that one.
Yep. Third down and 9.
So big play here because it's a passing down, but this team, when you average 11.5 a run, 9 yards is not even, it's less than your average.
So. I'm calling offense for this team. I think I'm running the counter trade with the quarterback and say, can you tackle us for less than 9?
Yeah. Me too.
6:22 left in this third quarter.
So Keys in, Ramseur, Anderson, McCray, all in at DB. Johnson, Hollifield, Norris at linebacker. Now we're coming up tight on the outside, and they're going to pass, and they're going to throw it way short. Good pressure there by Keelan Tate and Landon Hollifield. Had good coverage on the short route, and that falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 9.
Good job by the Golden Lion defense. It's been a while since the Golden Lion defense has forced a punt.
Yep. I tell you.
In fact, those first 2 punts were in the first quarter.
Yep. And now Jamari Clark in to punt. So.
And for the first time, Shelby actually put somebody back to receive. And that's number 7, Calvin Ramseur.
Ramseur has had some pretty darn good punt returns this season when he's had a chance to. So Clark's in the punt. Do you put any pressure on this punt? It doesn't look like they are. They're going to rush 5 and do a return. This is an end-over-end kick that bounces and takes a Shelby bounce and stops right on the 40-yard line of Shelby. So
19-yard punt.
Great field position for Shelby. They'll start at their own 40. They trail 35-21, but there's still 6:07 to go third quarter. So plenty of time left in this one for the Golden Lions. But they got to put some points up because they haven't scored in a while since it was 21-13 early in the ball game. Farmer to throw on first down. He's going to throw. He's got a man, Marjay Thompson.
Oh, he just couldn't get to it.
I don't know how they missed that. So Thompson and Foster were 2 guys with one guy covering both of them. And Farmer kind of came up in the pocket and threw it on the run, but it just kind of, the angle is weird for us, Jeff.
Yeah, but we couldn't tell exactly where it was going to go, but Thompson was wide open.
Yeah, that was a touchdown if the throw was on the mark and it was just a little short and he couldn't get over to it. Second down and 10, handoff Jalen Tate, and he runs into a brick wall but manages to get a couple. And again, we're in third down and long quickly. So if they don't hit the first, we're passing a lot on first down, and if you throw incomplete and then run on second down for short, we've had to convert a lot of third and over 5 yards. And again, here we are, third and about 7, let's call it. And Farmer's going to throw it. And he steps up, and he's going to throw it on the run, and he overthrows Mojay Thompson. So took a hit, too, as he threw it. And no flag.
3 and out.
So another 3 and out. And now that's 3 straight incompletions, 2 for Farmer. 4th and 7. So Shelby's just not helping themselves. Defense finally comes up with a stop, and the offense can't put anything together. And you got to go all the way back to the
kickoff return.
The kickoff return.
That's the last score.
With 7:04 to go in the second quarter was the last score for the Golden Lions. And that put them up by 8 at the time. Lopez into punt, and he gets off what looks to be a pretty decent punt, and it's going to bounce, take a Shelby bounce, and be down at about the 21-yard line of Monroe. So if there's no penalty on Shelby, this will be the worst field position of the night for the Redhawks. And Shelby needs some momentum because you can kind of even hear it probably over our crowd mic. The electricity we had about an hour ago is not still at that level right now. And so need a big play from the defense or offense to get this crowd back into it and get the Golden Lions some momentum here. 1st and 10, Redhawks. They come out of the huddle, and now they change personnel.
5:14 left in the third quarter.
New running back just came in, and that's Kendall. And they hit him in the backfield 8 yards deep, and they don't wrap him up. And now he's running for his life. This is going to be a big loss.
Yeah. It's going to be an 8-yard loss. They hit him about 3 yards deep, and then he ran backwards for 5 yards. So 2nd down and 18.
At first, I thought not wrapping up was going to hurt him, but then he just kept running backwards trying to find somewhere and ended up losing 8, Jet. So 2nd and 18. And here's a chance for that Shelby defense now.
Turnover would be huge right now, Brent.
Absolutely. Turnover of some sort, or, tackle for loss here and make them have 3rd and forever from their deep in their own territory. Ball's at
the 13.
About the 13-yard line of Monroe. And they're going to
run the
quarterback. And he's juking and jiving all in the backfield, but he's going to be tackled.
He's going to lose yardage for the first time. Shelby was all over that one.
Yep. And I think they're just going to give him the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be about 3rd and 18 now. And that was a good, and I think maybe the Golden Lions finally saw that one coming.
Yeah.
We've seen this enough. And it looks like, did Chambers come out again? No, he just went all the way to the sidelines to get
he goes all the way to the sideline to get to play. So he's running 50.
Yeah.
He's running about 50 yards between every play, and that just makes his 70-yard jumps that much more impressive, Brent.
Yeah. Yeah, he's something else. 3rd down, 18, 3:35 to go. 3rd quarter, Monroe leads by 14. I don't know, Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard play. I think timeout. Monroe will take it too. 3:29 to go. 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Attention football fans. Looking for a winning smile? Touchdown with Cornerstone Dental Associates. Locally owned and operated in Shelby, their highly trained team brings the most up-to-date, comprehensive care to patients of all ages. With advanced technology.
2 or 3 times, Hickory made no motion to go at it.
Yeah.
And eventually, when it got right to the 10-yard line,
North Lincoln jumped on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they're allowed to.
It was a great job by them just waiting for the ball to get to the 10-yard mark before they could touch it. Hickory just waited as well.
And it barely got to the 10-yard mark. I mean, it is sitting right on the 50-yard line.
I mean, that's 3rd bounce or so. Hickory could have just literally just blew right through that line, picked that thing up and took off.
Yeah, bounces up to them, they score. You've seen that a few times on onside. Somebody blows through. So North Lincoln has the ball, 1:25 to go. Ball at midfield. And we got a trick play here. Throw back to Rinkus. Rinkus throws down the field. He's got a receiver. Catch is made. Wow. A little bit of trickeration there. The lateral to Rinkus. He throws a long pass down the field. It's caught by Aaron Doden. He gets the ball inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Quick handoff to Wingit. Wingit goes to the left side, gets inside the 5 to the 4. So 41 yards on the reception.
Timeout North Lincoln. That's their second.
So North Lincoln takes a timeout. Wingit carried the ball, got to the 5-yard line, so it was a gain of 4 on that. And, well. A minute 2 to go. North Lincoln in the red zone. In fact, they're at the 5-yard line, second and goal. Down 10 points. Punch this in. Kick the extra point. Then what do you think's going to happen again?
Well,
I
got
believe
the
another
onside one
kick.
time.
They did it once.
Interesting to see which side they pick to do it. Maybe go this way. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Take care of first things first.
First things first. We got to get the score here.
They do have one timeout remaining as well. Hickory has 2.
That's immaterial at this point if they don't have the ball.
That's the second time we've heard this. Is there a trap door of something up there?
No, I think it's the door at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
I believe it was shut because the whole press box shook. Ah, goodness. I thought somebody...
Between that and your tornado horn.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, you're on it.
I'm having a bad night. I'm going to need help after this. Hand off to Wingit, up the middle, bulls his way into the end zone, touchdown, and this just got really interesting. An Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram touchdown for the Knights. It's 49-45. And the James River Equipment conversion is upcoming. This time Dillingham comes right out. They're not messing around. They're lining up in the extra point formation. So a 5-yard touchdown run for Wingit.
Dillingham to attempt the extra point.
Kick is up. And it's good. So with 58.4 seconds to go, it's 49-46 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with what's probably going to be another onside kick after this timeout.
He's down on the bench by himself during that defense, and then we've got a penalty on Shelby afterwards. Makes it that much worse.
And that's a 15-yarder. Holy moly. So now it goes all the way to the Shelby 29-yard line. And that's at least the third of those on Shelby tonight. 3 15-yard unsportsmanlikes.
Yeah, Tate was sitting by himself, and one of the linemen was down and talking to him, and he just seemed to really be out of sorts. And so...
All right, 1st and 10 at the Shelby 29. Is Shelby hurting themselves with the penalties and the turnovers now when they least can afford it? Let's see if they can come up with something big here. Handoff Lindsay. This time they're
going to get about 1 or 2.
Yeah, really good job on Lindsay that time. He's the big back that they haven't really been able to do much with. He just gets 1. Second and 9, ball at the Shelby 28, 2:45 to go. Official timeout. I think.
Now, who's taking the timeout? I didn't see a signal who took the timeout. Now, in the formation, they had 3 players for North Lincoln on the far side, but 6 on this side. 6 or 7, including. So, but it looked like Dillingham was lined up to kick that way.
Yeah.
Are they showing something?
Yeah, I think they were going to try to maybe fake. I don't know if Dillingham was going to try to maybe act like he was going to go the same direction but then turn around, or if one of the 3 players that were on that side were going to
comes over and kicks
it
towards, because they had many more to the bottom of the field here, closer to us. Now it looks like it's going to be a little bit more even.
It's still
6 and 4. There's 6 on this side, 4 on the far side, and that's where Dillingham is facing. And Hickory has got more players lined up on the bottom side as well. So they're only going against about 3 players up at the top of the field.
Yeah, a little
towards
bit.
The Hickory side.
Kind of like how they do it when they line up for the PAT. If they're outnumbered, then they pick which way they kick. But, yeah, we'll see what they do.
So the referee just went over to the Hickory sideline, talked to them. Now he's coming all the way over to the North Lincoln side here to talk to Coach Basil. For a game that looked like it was going to be over maybe about 20 minutes ago, it's suddenly gotten very, very interesting.
And the people on the Hickory side were like, "Oops, I better hang out just a little longer."
Well, they can listen to our broadcast and hear the finish of it. So I'm sure that I'm sure they're listening to us sitting in their cars. So the North Lincoln crowd is held in here for the most part. They're cheering on the Knights. Cheerleaders are going. And here comes Dillingham waiting for the whistle. Again, 4 to the top of the field, 6 down to this side. He comes around, kicks it towards where the 6 are, and looks like Hickory's going to fall on it this time. They came a little more aggressively. It was picked up or fallen on by number 28, Daryl Holder. He fell on it, and he fell on it before it got 10 yards, before North Lincoln could play it.
Yeah, there was a little bit more pace on that ball, too. It wasn't quite like the first onside kick where it kind of just meandered up to the 10-yard line or the 10-yard mark.
Well, there's a lot of handshakes going on because this is going to be victory formation now. Hickory snaps the ball, takes a knee. And North Lincoln only had one timeout, so there's not going to be enough for them to stop the clock here. It's going to run out. But a valiant effort from the Knights and just a fantastic season for them.
No, you only lost to one team.
Yeah.
Twice,
And
unfortunately.
boy, you made a game of it the second time. It may not have been the first, but it certainly was. Hickory knows they've been in a battle here, even more so than last week. Letting the play clock run down. 10 seconds on the play clock, 22 on the game clock, so this will be the last snap of the ball game. Stober takes it, takes a knee, turns around, hands it to the referee, and the handshakes are beginning in the center of the field between the linemen. What a ball game here. North Lincoln gave them everything they wanted and more, but the final score is going to be Hickory 49, North Lincoln 46. And that will do it. Hickory advances to the 3A West final. They will take on the winner of Dudley and West Charlotte. Last we saw was West Charlotte. So that will be the final score tonight. And we'll be back with a stadium postgame show brought to you by Glen Oaks Golf Club of Maiden after these timeouts.
Just 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Brevard's looking like they're going to get the winner of this one. And handoff again to
number 10.
Smith.
He's going to pick up maybe 3. Down to the 14. We're down inside a minute to go in this third quarter.
So Smith's carried 2 times for 7 yards. He had over 100 yards in the opening playoff game. Yeah, that's how good they are. They can bring in their third running back, and he's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Second down, 7, and Monroe's doing a good job now of milking a lot of clock too. They're taking a lot more time in between plays than they had previously. It's probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 7 from the Shelby 14. Chambers rolls left. This is design run. And really good tackle by Landon Hollifield. Really good tackle. Gets him maybe for a yard loss. And maybe Chambers isn't getting up real fast either.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
So after 3, it is Monroe on top of Shelby, 35-21. They've scored 22 unanswered. We go to the fourth quarter after this.
All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for our Red Zone radio coverage of tonight's ball games. If you want to listen to the end of that Shelby game, I'm going to show you just how to get over to it just now. Go to KTCBroadcasting.com. If you're already on YouTube, easy switch over. Just type in WHS 101.5. You can type in Monroe Shelby, Monroe versus Shelby. It's on those channels right there. Or you can follow the links. Go to KTCBroadcasting.com. I'll show you guys right here. Excuse me. You can click the player right here on the page, right there where it says WHS. The little player right below it. You can click on that, or you can go down here, click on the Shelby logo, click that guy, and it'll take you to the YouTube page where you can listen to Brent and Jeff in the fourth quarter. So that's the ways you listen for the folks that are on the Red Zone Radio The scores will come back for the post-game show. Black scores are finals. Black scores are finals. Red scores are still active. So all active in the 2A. The 3A just finished. North Lincoln won our game. Just lost by 3 at Hickory in a valiant effort. Shelby Golden Lions are the last team on our broadcast stations trying to stay alive, so we'll have something to do next Friday night. Shelby Lions down by 4. Tune in, WHS 101.5 FM, KTCBroadcast.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back for the post-game show live online, 10 o'clock sharp on this channel on YouTube. We'll be right back, 10 o'clock sharp on YouTube.
And we had a lot of penetration, and we just weren't able to get our hands on him. And so
Nick Norris ran him out of bounds, but he got 6.
Fourth down and 3. 11:51 to go.
4th and 3 from the Shelby 10.
And the defense is trying to figure out, what are we going to do here? All right, they got 2 backs in there, 3 receivers. Hard count.
Delay a game? Or does Shelby have too many guys on the field?
It's a delay game.
So that becomes 4th and 9, now 4th and 8 now.
Yep. Well, I like Shelby's chances on 4th and 8 a lot more than 4th and 3 against this offense. And you pretty much got to go for it if you're Monroe, because your kicking game is not very solid. And if you don't get it, Shelby's got to go 85 yards or more, down 2 touchdowns. All right, 4th down and 8. Ball on the 15-yard line. Now we got a timeout, Monroe. They're second. We'll take it too. 11:51 to go in the ball game. 35-21, Monroe on top of Shelby.
The big trucks have backed up and unloaded mattresses, and more mattresses at Cummings Furniture in Shelby. Just arrived 2-sided, posture-perfect, orthopedic mattresses. These are handcrafted 2-sided. Just flip them over if you wish. Cummings Furniture also has a truckload of Nectar mattresses at closeout prices. Check with them before you buy. That's Cummings Furniture, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com. Like them on Facebook, too. The big trucks have backed up and unloaded mattresses, and more mattresses at Cummings Furniture in Shelby. Just arrived 2-sided, posture-perfect, orthopedic mattresses. These are handcrafted 2-sided. Just flip them over if you wish. Cummings Furniture also has a truckload of Nectar mattresses at closeout prices. Check with them before you buy. That's Cummings Furniture, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, here we go. 4th and 8 after the Monroe timeout. Shotgun, play action. They're going to throw it over the middle, up in the air, knocked away. Derek Key. And Shelby will take over after the turnover on downs. Great play by Derek Key. He was
really
giving
was.
up. Derek's,
a lot of height.
Yeah, he's giving up 5 or 6 inches minimum, and jumps up and knocks that away. And Golden Lions will take over.
On their own 15-yard line. Still down by 14. It feels like it should be more, Brent.
It does. I'm feeling a little bit like, that movie with Jim Carrey, you're saying there's still a chance. But on first down, Land Farmer is sacked all the way back at the 6. And you know what? He went basically the whole game without being sacked. And that last drive of the first half, he got sacked back to back. Now he's got sacked again. This is a big one, 9-yard loss. Not what you needed. Now you got 2nd and 19 from your own 6-yard line. Let's see what Shelby comes up with here. Clock's running, 11-12 to go. Monroe with a 4-man front, and they throw a pass out in the flat to Foster, and he may lose a yard or two. He's going to lose a couple. So keep going backwards. Now they're at the 4-yard line. They threw it out there, but there's no blockers. So he was just 1-on-2 and lost 2 yards. So now it's 3rd and 21, and
it's not a good situation.
No, the Golden Lions have had a tough go of it, really, for about the whole
the whole second, the half of the second quarter.
The whole third quarter, yep. And now Farmer's going to throw. He's in his own end zone. He's going to throw it deep, and he's got a man, and that's Majay Thompson, but it's picked off. It's picked off by Jordan Young, and now he's going to be tackled by Khalil Foster at the Shelby 30, and Farmer had 2 guys that were kind of open, but he had to throw more.
Yeah.
He didn't throw like a normal pass. He threw it more like a jump ball, Hail Mary kind of into the game kind of throw. And the problem is their guys were taller. and Young went up and got it at 6'1". Second turnover, both of them, though, by the Golden Lions. And we said before the game, for Shelby to win, you pretty much have to win the turnover battle. And you can't let penalties kill you, and you can't give up the big play. And well, the penalties have not been good. They've had a lot of 15-yarders. They're -2, and they've given up a lot of big plays. But they're still in it, Jeff. They're just down 2 scores. And ball on the ground, nearly a turnover as Chambers tried to pull it out of Lindsey's belly, and he had to fall on it. That's a 4-yard loss. Nick Norris there to make the stop. That would have been big.
Yeah, it's just it's a state playoff game, and just like the atmosphere is just
yeah.
I can't.
I'm trying to will some some good stuff, but you're right. It's just
Shelby's turned it over on back-to-back possessions and turned it over on their end of the field.
2nd down, 14. Shelby defense came up with a big 4th down stop, but offense turned it over. And now Chambers is going to throw. And he's looking deep. He's going for the kill shot. And jump ball, it's caught. His guy went up in between 3 Shelby defenders, and that's Clark, and he makes the touchdown catch. And boy, Monroe is looking like a team heading to the Western Finals next Friday night.
Yeah, he threw it in the middle of a bunch of Shelby guys, and he just jumped up and made the play. So, wow.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. 34-yard touchdown catch. And
3 Shelby players, and he just went up and got it. Out-jumped all of them. So, great play.
Just like the first half where Chambers was 0 for 5 and then hit 3 in a row, including a touchdown. He went 0 for 4 to start this half and now throws a touchdown pass.
Yep.
Of 34 yards.
And it was a great throw, but when you threw it, you thought he's throwing it in the midst of a ton. Well, there were 3 Shelby defenders and 2
Monroe guys.
And it's just and when Shelby threw that very same pass, 2 Shelby guys and 3 Monroe guys, then Monroe got the interception. Then when Monroe throws it, they make the catch. So, there's a lot to be said for great athletes making great plays, and they have done it tonight.
Yep. You hear coaches all the time, in their press conferences post-game say, hey, games come down to about 4 or 5 plays, and which team makes them.
And Coach Wilbanks said it, in our interview this morning. He said, there's going to be 4 or 5 plays that make the difference, and we're seeing them right now.
Yep. So big touchdown pass from Chambers to Clark, and it looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion versus the kick. And I'm not sure if this isn't rubbing it in. They're not kicking. They don't kick it very well. And Chambers rolls right, and he's going to be sacked by Landon Farmer on the 2-point attempt.
Yeah, good job by Farmer.
It fails. So with 9:23 to go in the ball game, Monroe on top of Shelby, 41-21. We'll be back with the Jam and Jay's kickoff right after this.
Buying or selling your home or land? Then talk with Diane Ledbetter Real Estate in Shelby. Chances are you know Diane. She's been working in the local real estate market for over 37 years. Her expertise and knowledge of our area can help you get the best dollar for your home or land. Just call 704-481-7523 or visit their office at 2015 East Marion Street in Shelby, right across from the Cleveland Mall, and online at DianeLedbetterRealEstate.com. Buying or selling your home or land? Then talk with Diane Ledbetter Real Estate in Shelby. Chances are you know Diane. She's been working in the local real estate market for over 37 years. Her expertise and knowledge of our area can help you get the best dollar for your home or land. Just call 704-481-7523 or visit their office at 2015 East Marion Street in Shelby, right across from the Cleveland Mall, and online at DianeLedbetterRealEstate.com.
At some point I'm going to learn my lesson. When Monroe kicks off, they do not take the 60 seconds like they're supposed to. And actually the officials aren't supposed to let them.
And they got a 5-yard penalty that time.
Yep.
So.
Well, if you've been listening or just joining us, Shelby led at one point 21-13 in this game after a Man Collins 84-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
But it's been all Monroe since then.
Yep, they have scored 28 unanswered against the Golden Lions. Golden Lions have turned it over twice in that span as well. And now Lopez has it teed up, but 5 yards further back for this kickoff. Shelby's got to score and score quickly, and they're down 3 touchdowns. This is a short kickoff. It's going to be taken by J.J. Williams at the 32 of Shelby. He tries to get to the sidelines, and he just can't get there. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 38. He got to the sideline. He just couldn't get there and turn it up the field. And I would say, for once this year, maybe the second time this year, Shelby's just been out-athleted just a little bit here, Jeff. And I hate to say that because very few times over a 50-year span.
It just doesn't happen very often, but it has tonight.
Yep. First and 10, Shelby at their 40. Man Collins in motion. Farmer is going to be sacked. And he's getting a little bit of happy feet now because he's going back and he's not even.
He's not looking.
He's not even looking.
Going back 3 steps and then turning up and running, and there's just not anything there.
Yep. He's got to let the pocket do its thing, and I get it.
He's been thumped a lot, and so. And he's not getting free rushers. I mean, it's just he doesn't feel comfortable back there.
Right.
And he is stepping up, which is good, but he needs to not step up so quickly.
Now he's going to pass again. This time he stays in the pocket, and this time he has all day, but he's still going to have to dump it short, and it's incomplete, intended for Tyler Morgan. And the problem there is they had 5 guys running a pattern. 4 of them were 40 yards downfield running deep. And the only guy underneath had double coverage, and there was just nowhere to go with it.
So 3rd down and 12.
There was no intermediate route there for him to look at. So,
well, he did throw the only intermediate route, but it was covered.
Right.
By 2 guys.
Yep, and a big piece Shelby's missing tonight, number 0. Jeff, you gotta. I mean, you hate to make excuses, but pretty much your best player is out tonight with an injury, 1,000-yard rusher, but he's also a huge threat to catch the ball out of the backfield, and he would have been huge in a game like this. And now on 3rd and long, Farmer's going to roll right out of the pocket. He's going to throw on the run. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got Foster. Foster catches it in coverage at the 25, and he'll be taken down. A flag comes out too. I think he was interfered with and still caught it.
I think he was.
And he actually had good coverage, but what happened is the defender never saw the ball, and so he had his back to man-man and tried to face guard him, and not man-man, Bubby, and he caught it.
Great catch. Really good throw, too.
Yeah.
It was interference. It's going to be declined. So Shelby's got it down to the Monroe 23-yard line. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left in this ball game.
It's a 39-yard pass because that was at the Shelby 38 all the way to the Monroe 20. So Foster with his 6th catch. And now Farmer is going to throw on 1st down. He's going deep to Foster in the back of the end zone, and he just lost it.
Yep, he lost it. Yeah, Foster had about a step, and he threw it over his head, and Foster just couldn't find it and stopped running, and it fell about 5 yards beyond him. I don't know that Foster could have gotten to it anyway, but the nice thing about that pass, Brent, is he threw it where it was going to be incomplete or it was going to be caught for a touchdown. If he'd thrown that short, it could have come back the other way. So
just a hard ball to catch. So a good throw, good route. He just couldn't find it. Look at this formation. You got 3 receivers to the left, but they're all like an extension of the offensive line, and they tried to set up a screen, and Farmer had to just throw it away out of bounds. And he did have Tate wide open and didn't see him over in the left flat. But I think it was supposed to be a screen the other way. Either way, it's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10. And they've gotten just a little bit more pressure on Farmer than Shelby's gotten on Chambers. I don't think Shelby's technically sacked Chambers tonight, except on the 2-point conversion attempt. 3rd and 10, 7:47 to go. Farmer's going to throw. Better protection this time. Sideline catch made.
Great catch.
Collins.
It's going to be just shy of the 1st down, I think. I think it's going to be 4th and 1 now. The ball's going to be on the 14, but he had to get to the 13.
All right, 4th and 1. Obvious.
That
Shelby has got to go for it here. You can always, over the years when Shelby has lost, which isn't very often, I can almost always look down and look at the pass attempts. And we're at 30 for this game, and that's more than they want to throw. And on 4th down, I don't think he got it.
Lost one.
I think he lost the yard. Jalen Tate over the left side. And we didn't go with the heavy package like we normally do in that situation, and they just got penetration. It's a 1-yard loss on 4th and 1, and so any hope that Shelby had was maybe just ended right there. And I will say this, that Shelby ran 2 plays. Well, I thought it was 7:37 to go, 2 plays ago. Now it's still 7:37 on the clock. Monroe takes over at their own 15. And, a field goal wouldn't have done Shelby any good there either, no. Jeff. It just gets it to 17. So 1st and 10, Redhawks. They're looking to seal this one and move on to the Western Final next week, a game they would host. Handoff Lindsey. He broke a tackle. It's fumbled, and Nick Norris has it at the 20-yard line.
So Shelby's going to have it back on the 20-yard line. Wow.
Yep.
He fumbled it straight into Norris's hands.
So it's not over yet, folks. Nick Norris in the right spot at the right time. Jeff, when he was getting tackled, he was getting tackled low, and he was kind of keeping his feet. He looked like he was trying to pitch it to a teammate, but nobody was looking for the pitch. He was looking to pitch it and maybe have somebody else run with it for a little bit. But I'm sure they'll still take it at the Monroe 20 with a fresh set of downs. Rolling right is Farmer. Now he's running backwards, and he's going to take a sack. He's going to take a huge sack. And
that huge sack.
15-yard sack.
He took early in the season, then he stopped taking it, and now he's taking it again. And you can't – that's ridiculous. He got sacked on the 34-yard line. They backed it up 2 more yards.
Yeah.
It was a sack. I mean, it was a big sack, but it
wasn't a 16-yard sack. It was a 14. Almost a 17-yard sack where they put it.
Yeah.
All the way back to 36, and that one was one where he needed to step up and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Now it's 2nd and 26. Now he's rolling right again, and he's going to throw it away. And actually, it might have been picked off on the sideline. No, it was intercepted but out of bounds. And again, we're seeing where he's gotten so much pressure tonight, he's starting to feel it before it's there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and
you can understand. I mean, he's been under a lot of since midway through the second quarter. He's been under a lot of pressure.
6:44 to go, but it's 3rd down and a mile. It's 3rd and 26, almost 3rd and 27. But they do have 2 plays to get this, and now Farmer's going to throw. I don't know what this is. This is a throwing up for grabs, picked off.
Yep, intercepted. Got to 5.
So intercepted by Young, I believe, and that was more of a Hail Mary than a pass pattern right there. So 3rd turnover for the Golden Lions. They're -2. They did get a turnover, but now they turned it right back over. And at this point, Monroe, with 6:35 to go, Jeff, they're looking pretty strong. The interception occurred on their 5-yard line, so they won't have great field position, but they've got the ball. They've got a 20-point lead. They lead 41-21. Chambers been really probably the most valuable player so far in this game, and he will hand it off. I think that's Kendall, and Kendall's running into the end zone. This could be a safety.
It is. It's a safety. Wow.
I don't know what he was doing there, but the defense, he ran wide, and the defense was there, but he's got to know he's in the end zone. He just kept running further back, and got tackled in the end zone for a 5-yard loss.
6-yard loss.
Yeah. So a safety is Shelby's first point since the second quarter, and we've got ourselves a 41-23 game. 6:28 to go, and they're going to be punting it from their own 20-yard line is Monroe.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, we'll take it.
This is the weirdest second half that I can recall. It's like neither team is particularly interested in offense right now.
Neither of these teams right now in this second half has played like a state championship team, but they both played the first half like they were championship contenders. Yeah. So, but this second half has just been
kind of ugly.
Yeah, ugly and discombobulated is a good word that comes to mind. But Shelby's still got a chance for 6:28. They're going to get good field position regardless of where this kick goes. Maybe they can get another big kickoff return from Man or Majay or Calvin. Kevin Lopez to kick off. And a flag was picked up. And
gracious, the officials have struggled as much as the teams have in the second half.
Yeah, if you're listening at home, we're sorry this is a little bit of a disjointed broadcast, but my goodness, the in-between plays has been just rough.
Yeah.
Now, official gives it to Lopez again. He'll tee it up again on the 20. Still 6:28 to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, now he's got the whistle that he can kick it.
And now he's still marking it off. Corvian Community beats Mount Airy.
That's an upset.
Undefeated season, 14-7. Mountain Heritage defeats Murphy, 26-8. That's your 1A West final. Corvian versus Mountain Heritage.
Man's got it on a 34.
He's at midfield, and Shelby will take over at the 50-yard line. with 6:23 to go.
Yeah, a flag comes out way after the play.
Yeah, and it's probably on Shelby. There was, or maybe offsetting, but two players were engaged down the field for well after the play and well out of bounds as well. What you don't want to do is get that great field position and then lose 15 yards on something.
And that's what they did.
Not
It's
too
going to be
smart.
on Shelby. So
This has been
Shelby
all
figured out a
night.
way to ruin the field position
Yeah.
that they had.
Gosh, I can't tell you how many times on a kick tonight, Jeff, whether it's been a punt or a kickoff, that Shelby's had a 15-yard penalty after the play. This is like the fourth time that either they've gotten Monroe in bad field position and given them 15 yards, or they've had good field position and lost 15 yards. And on first down, a short pass complete to J.J.